God bless the flag, we all beating our chest. When it's peace, it's the same old game, the same old players, same old names. Right. My skin is my sin. My skin is my sin. My skin is my sin.
What's good, fam? How's everybody doing?
Good, I'm all right. How you doing? I'm all right.
I'm good, man. I'm good. You know, same old shit, different day. I didn't get much sleep today, man, and it's like extremely, extremely windy here. And we're just waiting on AJ to call up, you know.
And I didn't call you, and I didn't disrupt your sleep. I didn't call you, and I didn't disrupt your sleep neither. So can't blame nothing on me. It's on you if you ain't sleep. Did you get your coffee at least?
Yeah.
Right.
I did drink some coffee, but that was this morning though, man. I need to stop drinking so much coffee, man. It's just have me wired. It's bad enough I sleep about 4 or 5 hours a night, so.
It's a lifestyle
cut
change?
it down a little bit. Just a little bit. Not the hectic. Hold on, let's get AJ in right quick. What's good, fam?
What's good, fam? Everybody doing?
You all right, man?
How you feeling? Yeah, I'm good. You feel what I'm saying? I got my chops busted a couple of minutes ago, but that's a whole another story. How everybody doing?
Did you say you got your chops busted?
Yeah, I mean, see, the thing is, I always...
What is it, 67? Who busts chops anymore?
Whoa, you job time turkey! You job time!
Well, Lord, that what I need her.
Yeah, I was talking to the older heads, you feel what I'm saying? Like I usually do before the show. We kind of ran over time, but yeah. So basically I got my chops busted pretty much. It is what it is. But what's going on now?
Nothing. Just hanging out, you know.
How you doing? What's up, Sean? What's up with your big homie?
Just waiting for this plane to go over. I'll tell you what's going on. I don't want that plane in the background.
Oh, I'm wondering, like, who in the wind tunnel? That's crazy too, man. Cause I literally stay like 5 minutes away from the airport, and I rarely I have to be outside really to hear the planes going. I know, so we got some great information or something going on up in here.
I'm over here by JFK, so the New York plane, New York terminal, in and out all day. They're more frequent in the evening, though. I don't know, at least on this area.
Is the plane bumping some sounds too?
No, that ain't me.
No, that was me. I just turned on some Max B for real. Even though I hate New York and shit, and stuff. Excuse me. Max B definitely one of my favorite rappers on the road. But I turned it down though. I don't think y'all can hear it.
I'm like, we done went from the Antarctic to the club in like 12 seconds.
That's what we do, man. That's what melanated people do. We got a lot. We're very well-rounded people.
You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to let everybody know that they are tuned in to My Skin is My Sin on Blog Talk Radio. And if you want to call up, the number is 347-855-8692. You got to press 1 to get on air. And pretty much today, caller's choice. It's y'all show. Whatever topic you want to talk about, call up and chop it up with us. You know how it is. From goons to gods, we welcome everyone. We only have one rule, and that's to be respectful. And somehow AJ's call has dropped already. Look, man, we really need to start a GoFund, man, for y'all some phones. I think that is the plan in the near future. Let me get him back on right quick.
Okay, I'm back.
What's good?
My call dropped.
You sure?
Call
yeah, well, I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. All right, we get it together. You know, people ain't tuned in until about 7:15, 7:30 anyway, so we got time to work. Actually, we got a couple of callers already on the line. Yeah. Go figure.
Okay, let's
I know.
get whatever you want. Like the earliest we ever got callers on.
No, I think they be there. They just be waiting.
Right.
Oh,
yeah,
by my day though, right? So I've been up for like 32 hours so right now. And I think I'm
What did you just fall asleep all of a sudden?
Okay. I was up for 32 hours. Yeah, school. Went home. I thought I was gonna relax. They called me into work. Got off at 8. Went right straight to school. Back home. Jesus.
Wait a minute. What did you just say?
Oh yeah, my bad. No, I don't even mean that. That's old programs that they ain't get deleted yet.
Wait a minute. Was that Sean that just said Jesus?
Yeah.
Oh man. Unfortunately, I can't screenshot that, but I will have tape.
Oh, you can have it. Sometimes I say swear to God. Sometimes I say I swear to God. Knowing I don't mean it.
Why you don't ever say swear to yourself?
Oh, because then I would have to mean it sometimes, And now I got to play with myself.
I'm not even going there, bro.
Oh, come on. I'm just going to be quiet for a little bit. Muted.
Oh, goodness. Oh, man. I'm going to tell y'all, man. I've been catching hell from every which way, man.
About time.
I don't know what it is, man. When I'm one of those people that if I'm gonna get involved in something, I need to know every detail before I commit to it. I have like kind of on a whim got involved or attempted to get involved in stuff before and kind of got burnt on it, And so now, if somebody wants me to be involved in whatever it is that they're trying to do, I need to know all the specifics. I don't need to know, I got a great plan. I need to know what the plan is. As detailed as possible before I even entertain whether I want to commit myself to it or not. And that seems to really be a problem for some people. Like, am I wrong for wanting to know as much as possible up front?
No.
That's the way it should be. Open book honesty. That's the way it should be, period. But, that's not how the world operates.
Yeah, I guess not, man. It's just crazy, man. It's like, you want to be, I'm just starting out trying to be, do my own thing as far as business-wise. I still got to work for the man just like most people, and I don't like it. I prefer to work for myself. And not only be able to work for myself, but be able to provide things for my community. So I'm trying to be more disciplined in my interactions as far as business is concerned. And
why wouldn't you protect your best interest? Of course, anybody would do that. You dig what I'm saying? Like, trust me.
I don't know, man.
See the thing. I'm not really going to indulge too much in myself, so I'm just going to leave it to a minimum. You feel what I'm saying? I can see the inboxes now. AJ, you talking too much and all these other things, so I'm falling back. But yeah.
Oh my God! Here we go. Let's go last about 37 seconds.
Meme face.
I'm okay. I'm falling back. It ain't like I'm lying and shit. Excuse me, I don't mean to cuss, but yeah.
Well, I don't think we in your inbox saying that, so why do you care?
I don't.
Sound like you do.
No, I don't.
If you fall it
I
back,
don't.
then you care.
No, I mean it's a mutual respect thing. You feel what I'm saying? I respect you.
Wow.
I respect Sean. You dig what I'm saying? So it's not about me actually caring, because if I really cared, as far as though I was feeling like I was, why are we even talking about this? So let's get some callers or let's talk to somebody else. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. You feel like you got some things you wanted to get off your chest, man. And I was being supportive.
No, not actually. There's nothing really I have to get off my chest.
But for real, man, that ain't me and Sean. So like, who cares, bro? We talk all the time, on and off the air. We tell you.
Correct. No, it's not. It's not that serious, man. It's not. I'm like, I feel as though this is gonna be one of those fun shows, and we're gonna have fun. We don't have to be like serious with all of our buttons buttoned up to the top on our necks. You feel what I'm saying? With a bow tie and suspenders on. Like, yeah, I am serious right now. No, I'm just joking. Like, I'm really joking. You feel me? Like, it's not that deep.
Man, I swear, man, if your call don't drop, non-call drops, and vice versa. Like when your call did drop, I said, we're going to start a GoFundMe, man, and get y'all some phones.
Hey, I'm going to take you to the GoFundMe money and buy a car. Let's see how people in Chicago will feel about that.
That ain't right, man. That's just wrong, bro. Sound back on, man.
Only people that's gonna be mad is black people. He bought a car. We were trying to get his ass a phone. He bought a car though.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, man. If we started the GoFund for y'all to get a phone and you was able to buy a car, yeah, I'm gonna be one of them black people that's upset. Yeah, I think the inbox here.
He know Obama phones is free. He know Obama phones is free. But he wouldn't have bought a car with our money. Oh man,
yeah, I would be seriously upset about that one, bro. I really would. You know, like, man, damn, could I at least get a new iPhone?
You know what I would do? Drive right past your ass. I love you, but I drive right past you. Excuse me, you're on the side.
I got an old school caddy, man, and I would run into your new car. I'm insured. You smashed that boy all the way up.
Oh man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a little hating, but you know.
Oh my God. He said he was running series. That is hilarious.
Yeah, well, you know. It wouldn't be pretty either, man. Them lacks ain't no joke, bro. I ain't got no like 70s lack though, man. So you might be all right. Like my car is like a 2000. You know, love my L dog though, man. Give me such a headache. But I ain't got no car note, and that works for me.
Basically no no payments on it. You get what I'm saying? Only thing you really have to worry about is that time. I totally agree.
Right. Yeah.
All
right, man.
So
we do have a couple of calls, man. Let's get to a couple right quick. We done chopped it up for a good 15 minutes. What was you about to say, though, AJ, before we get to a caller?
No, I was actually about to say the same thing that you just said. You feel me? Like, let's see what the people got to say. Let's chop it up with them. Let's have fun with them. You know, so.
All right, bet. Let's do that. We're going to get to the first caller, 5276. What's good, fam? And as soon as I pick up the phone, his call dropped. So we're going to go to 2447. What's good, fam?
2447 is John Ray out of Pontiac, Michigan.
Oh, man, what's going on, big homie?
Not much. Who said
man, I'm down in the house.
Big homie? Oh, yeah, that's one of my friends. I said that.
And what's your name?
Oh, my name
Are
is
you Joseph
AJ.
Boyd? Oh, AJ. Okay, AJ.
Yeah.
Well,
I would be Joseph Boyd.
Oh, okay. I hear your voice now, Joseph. How you doing?
I'm all right, bro. What's going on with you, man? You good?
Yes, I'm doing good. I called in to give a plug on my business and invite invite people to listen to my or to go on my website. I heard everybody talking.
What is your business?
Personal financial success up under the My Econ.
Okay.
We teach personal financial success through strategies. And the number one strategy is what 80% of America do not do, and that is to fill out their W-4 form correctly. Most people, there are about 120 million people, they get a tax refund every year, working people, and they be so happy when tax time comes because they're going to get a refund, not realizing that they have let the government hold their money for 12 to 15 months, made money off their money, and then give them what they overpaid. It's just like going to a restaurant and get a lady $100 for a $20 meal, and if the lady would tell you, okay, you can come back in 12 or 15 months and get your change, you probably have to call the police, or they would have to call the police because you want your money right now.
Right.
But for some reason, we have been so conditioned to give the government our money for 12 to 15 months. And surprisingly so, on the government website, irs.gov, they tell the public to properly fill out your W-4 and stop using the government as a forced savings. They suggest on the government website that you visit your W-4 form every time there's a new event in your house, in your home, in your life. People have children and won't go back and revisit their W-4 form and don't get the money, or they'll file for it at the end of the year, but you only get back a portion of it. But if you would fill it out properly each time there's a new event in your life, you get that money back in your household. Majority of those 80% of the people, they allow the government to take their money for 12 to 15 months and owe it out that time they get it, because they've been borrowing all year to make it through the year or to make it through the week. So
let me ask you this,
John. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. Let me ask you this. Let's say for a single person with 2 kids, what is the accurate way as far as deduction-wise to fill out the W-4?
You would not, most people, first of all, most people put, if it's a man, most people, and some women too, they'll put head of household. If you married, it's illegal to put head of household when you got 2 adults in the house. But there's a thing called deductions, and there's a thing they call dependents.
Mm-hmm.
And where your dependents are is where you put your children. But people often forget or don't even go to the backside or the second page and put deductions. Deductions, it could be from your business. It could be from your your interest on your car or on your home. And that is the major mistake that people make, and that is they do not look at or try to understand the word deductions. And most people just simply don't even know how to fill it out. They're afraid that they're going to owe the government at the end of the year. So a lot of people just put zero. So they make sure they don't owe the government at the end of the year.
Right.
So it's a lot of mistakes that people make, afraid of the IRS. But if you go on the site, it will actually tell you how to fill it out. But we also have a video that explains exactly how to fill it out. And it's different for each individual depending on your dependence, your position in the home, as well as your deductions.
Okay.
But my econ.
What was your website again?
Well, my website is, to give you an overview, one of my websites is www.maximumcashflow.com. All one word, maximumcashflow.com. My business website is www.jjr5026.myecon.net. If you go to that website, you'll get a bigger picture of what I'm talking about. www.jjr5026.myecon.net.
Do us a favor. Post those websites in the event, so anybody that wants to kind of come back and check those out will readily have access to it.
Absolutely, no problem.
No doubt, man, and that's what's up, man. Definitely appreciate that info. And me and you kind of chop it up, so I've been trying to step my game up a little bit, man, and be a little bit more disciplined when it comes to certain things in business. So salute to you and the advice. Definitely appreciate it.
My pleasure. You don't have to join my econ to use the strategies. Whatever business that you're in, you can use these strategies. They're the same strategies that Wall Street uses. That's why a corporation like GE could pay hardly to no taxes but make billions. And oftentimes, small business owners don't realize just how many tax deductions that they could take. Like your mileage. Y'all was laughing about cell phones, but cell phones, your internet usage, your cartridges for your printer, your clothing, because of your business person, you have to dress accordingly. So there's a lot of deductions. There's 422 deductions. Though in my econ, we focus on primarily 7 of them, and just focusing in on those 7 usually will get people back thousands. People work small businesses. A lot of money some money go through their hand, but at the end of the year, it's like, man, what am I doing this for? Because they're not taking out their deductions for the cost of running their business. And the government rewards business owners, such as, like they reward people who buy a house. The government wants you to buy a house, so they give you a tax deduction for buying a house. If you want to go, if the government give you a tax deduction if you want to go green. So if you buy a green car, they give you thousands of deductions. The same thing with a business owner. Even if you're renting, an apartment or a house, if you're a small business person, then a percentage of that house you designate as your office, that's a tax deduction. So if you're paying rent, a portion of that would be tax deductible. So there's a lot of information that's on that site that people can use.
Well, because I'm not as literate or as well as you, but how do these things coincide with your 401k? Excuse me, and things of that nature.
Well, what we teach is that you get your tax money back from the government and pay down debts, as well as put more money into your 401k.
Oh, okay.
I'm 62 years old. I didn't find this information out until a year ago. I'm disabled. I haven't worked since 2008. And I was happy, but at the same time, I was mad. I said, oh, Lord, I done worked 40 years because I started working when I was 11. I done worked all of these years, and it gave away all of this money. So now my enjoyment is teaching younger folks so they don't have to go through what I went through, as far as not having the knowledge of capitalism. America is a business. America is a business, and we need to try to understand that. You guys got small businesses. Y'all try to get the most for your product at the least cost. That is what every business tried to do. And you want to give the people a good price, but at the same time, you know you need to make a profit. So you try to be smart enough not to cost yourself $39 and sell something for $45, knowing that you got to pay taxes on it, so you have a net loss. So we have 3 strategies that solves 4 obstacles that all of us face, really, on not developing into being financially successful. That is what most of us in America is missing. How to overcome high taxes, inflation, high debt, and learning how to invest. Most of us don't think about retirement until retirement get there. Sir?
No, I was saying we definitely gonna have to. We definitely gonna donate a show basically to this topic. You know, the ins and outs. We had a business show, but we want to get a little bit more in depth on it at some point in the future, just to make sure that we are getting all the money that we're supposed to get, and we're doing things, you know, the right way that won't get us into any trouble. But I definitely we appreciate your call, man. We really do, John, and salute to you for calling up.
Well, you know, I love Joseph Boyd. He my man, and I ain't never met him, but for some reason I spiritually connect with him.
Correct. I don't like him, though. You feel me? That's the homie, but I don't like him. You feel me?
I don't know if I like him, but I love him. I got to deal with him a little bit more before I like him, but you know, I love him, though.
I'm not really concerned.
Oh man, I love this, man. But yes, absolutely. Like,
it is what it is.
You know, some people, you feel me, they call up captivates me. and not say deepest thought when I hear them, and definitely John was one of them. It sounds like I damn near was listening to my father, damn near.
Yeah, so it's always wonderful. It's always wonderful having an elder call up, listen to the elders share the wisdom. You know, no doubt.
Well, let me tell you this. It was a 41-year-old man who taught me this, named John Vincent Pettifordale. And if you ever decide to have a show where it could be discussed, that is who I would love you guys to listen to, because he's been with the business for 10 years, and he can answer all questions. He knows the business in and out. I've only been around for a year, but I've learned. I learned more than what I learned in 4 years in college majoring in business. I've learned more business in this year than I learned getting my degree in marketing.
Wow.
It's amazing. The people that started this business, well, one of them name is Ivy Stokes. Ivy Stokes, po' boy, come up in Georgia, I think, or Mississippi. But he said in his house, when it rained outside, it rained inside. Now Ivy Stokes is a decamillionaire. He's a decamillionaire. He went to college. He graduated from college like most of us graduate from college. You go to college, we graduate broke with a lot of debt. And he worked in corporate America. He started several little small businesses. He has made other people millionaires as he was making himself a millionaire. But he got frustrated because he looked around and all his friends, he graduated from, I think it was Morehouse, don't quote me, but I think it may have been, no, it was Georgia Tech. He graduated from Georgia Tech with an engineering degree, and he said he'd go back and visit some of his classmates. When they came out of Georgia Tech, they was making $25,000-$30,000 a year. And today, and that was back in the 80s, today they're making $85,000 to $100,000 a year. But if you look at inflation, back in the 80s, you can have $1 and go buy 4 sodas.
Hey, John,
you can hardly buy one soda today with $1.
Well, that's true right there. But I hate to cut you off, man, but I got to get to a couple of other callers before they rip my head off.
Go ahead.
And definitely, man, salute to you, man. And we'll definitely be in touch, no doubt.
Yes, sir.
And you have a good one, fam.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right. And I don't know if anybody is paying attention to the event, and this is totally irrelevant, totally off topic. Well, really, we don't have a topic, so technically it's not, but this was just hilarious. I don't know if this story is real or not.
Oh, please don't talk about the Jadakiss story. Please don't talk about that. Because I didn't see it until we were just on the phone with the last call.
You gonna let me get it out, man, or what? You gonna let me tell it?
Go ahead.
This is so silly, but apparently Jadakiss was arrested for being mistaken for a lesbian bank robber.
What?
And the sad
Danny Myers is a clown.
The sad part about it, man, they got a picture up, and I can't really tell if this is actually Jadakiss or the bank robber.
Oh my God! They called him a lesbian bank robber, yo. That's something that you would hear in the cipher when you joking with your homeboy, yo. I'm gonna steal that joke. And you, 8 months from now, they said he looked like a.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Man, I'm sorry. I know that was not educational. It had absolutely no substance at all. My apologies to anyone that was offended, but I just found that to be just practically funny. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, yo! I seen that it literally just kept strolling. Like, I'm not even going to do it. You know, they said he looked like a lesbian bank robber, though. What the fuck? Top 5 Ditto alive with no LP. Like, what?
All right, man. Let's get to some more callers, man. We gobbling up their time. Let's see what y'all want to talk about. It's y'all show, so callers, whatever y'all want to talk about, just let us know. Oh, and we do have the chat room open if you want to join us there. And as usual, you can catch us in the event if you want to make a question. You have a question or a comment that you want to post and don't necessarily want to get on air live. All right, and let's see who is next. And it is 3103. What's good, fam? 3103. Why does this keep happening? Is this me? Because I know I'm not hanging up, but every time I answer the call, it seems like every other time I answer the call, the line just dropped. I'm telling you, man, white supremacy is no joke. They hate me.
They have to get us.
They're right.
Yeah, they got us out here looking like lesbian bank robbers.
Speak for yourself, bro. You on your own with that one.
Y'all gonna hear a roasting session real soon. He keep messing with me, everybody. You gonna hear a roasting session.
Don't get mad at me because I ain't co-signing that one. We're gonna get to 5456 right quick. What's good, man?
What's going on, fellas? How you doing?
All right, yourself.
All right.
What's going on, man? Yeah.
So what's on your mind, man?
Everything's good, man. I wanted to give you a call. It's funny because I didn't know if I was going to be able to get in right after the gentleman that you guys just pulled in. But, you know, you guys know I call in the show and I usually talk about some type of business stuff. But I think that, you know, sometimes, you know, we have a lot of the older generation share information that they have. And it's not to say that it's wrong, but a lot of the times, you know, it's not complete. And the reason that I make that point is because he is correct. Most of our people are not filling out the tax forms correctly, and that's part of the reason because people don't know how to read and they're not reading the IRS code. It's very extensive, and that's all well and good. But I think that he's missing an element because he said that the corporation is a business, and by it being a business, then you should set your life up as a business. Your Social Security number is a debtor number. It is an employee number. So it is incumbent upon you to actually go get a business number and turn your life into a business, because everything you do involves business, whether you're buying groceries, whether you're buying clothing, and you have to manage your life as such. So I commend him for making that point that we should be carrying ourselves as businesses, but we should be doing it with the proper EIN number, which would be an employer identification number, a number that we can use to do business, so we can fully accept all of those benefits that a business owner gets. Everyone on the line should be aware that the country was written for business owners. So why are you being taxed at the highest rate if you're an employee? Why would you not go start some venture that can minimize your tax liability? So it is very, very important to be aware of those things. And so, you know, that's the message that I teach to people that I come in contact with as far as that I do business with. I do business privately, so it's a little bit different than traditional public business. But, you know, I just want to make those points to you all because, like I said, I think the message sometimes gets a little convoluted. It gets a little diluted where people are not fully aware of even how to start a business. And most people think that they need to spend thousands of dollars. And, you know, the people that I run with, our motto is if you can't make money with money, if you can't make money without money, then how can you make money with money? You know, you can't. You have to be able to know how to make money without money. That's a true sign of an entrepreneur, is to be able to make money off their ideas. So, I think it's important for you guys to definitely possibly dedicate a show, because you guys know I like the features when you guys had the brothers come on and share their businesses. And I always ask people specific details about their business, because it's important for our people that don't have businesses currently to know how a business is set up, to know how much it costs to set up, to know that you need to have a team in place. These are things that our people have been left in the dark, and I'm not mad at them, because we've all gone through a public education system for 12 years that taught you how to be a good employee. So, I just wanted to make that point to you all, that the brother was correct, but I think that when you tell people that they should be doing business and then they're going to go do it with their social, they're still going to lose, in my opinion, because I understand that when you're doing business, you have to understand the principle that I follow when I teach and that I deal with people on, which is own nothing, control everything. So we use business trust. We don't. Yeah.
Can I ask you one question, man?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you ever laugh?
I know.
You're like the most serious brother on the. You call up, man, and it is like, man, I get my pen and my pad out and taking notes. I feel like I got midterm coming up. And you spitting knowledge. I'm no disrespect, no shade, not at all, because it definitely is needed. But man, do you have fun?
Oh yeah, of course. I have fun. I travel all the time, so I always have fun, man. I'm living fun. Like, business is fun. This is something that's really, really passionate about. Teaching business to our youth and teaching it to our women. Our women need this, man. I'm passionate about that. I'm very excited about that. So, yeah, definitely, man. I don't want to come on the show and then sound ratchet, because we all have that moment. But I want to be as clear as possible for your audience. You know what I mean? Because we can kick it.
I do respect that. You feel me? It was. I did laugh when Job say that, but I do understand where you're coming from as well. You dig what I'm saying? Because we do have to be. It was funny. I ain't gonna lie, it was funny, because I just envisioned the dude sitting on the cooler at the party or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? No more Coke 45 for you. No more beers. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're right there. You feel me? But stop making me laugh.
First off, where are you at where they got Coke 45, bro? I'm not trying to be there.
Oh, so you want to take it there now? I'm
past
I
Coke 45, man.
I was quoting the same from Menace to Society, right? I'm talking about Sharif.
Right, man. Like 40 years ago.
Yeah. No,
so now you gonna blame it on the age for real, even though we. Anyway, but one thing, anyway, a lot of you just dropped a lot of knowledge, brother. You feel what I'm saying? And we do need people like that in our corner. I can make somebody laugh at one point in time, but it's certain things that I cannot do that you can do, and these are things that you can help me with. So salute to you, man. And everything that you were saying was on point, because I actually do remember you calling. You was telling us to read the Black Law book. It's something that I'm trying to download on my phone right now. Correct?
Black's Law Dictionary book, man. You can you should check out a secondhand store. Check out the law library in your neighborhood. Every county has a law library, so you can go to the law library, pick up one. You can eBay them. They have 9 different editions. So you can eBay them and get one for less than $50. They're well worth it, man. The brother was selling his boots $200. I don't see why he can't spend $50, $80 go get a law dictionary that'll save your life.
I get where you're going with this, but we're all melanated people, and as long as we support each other, you dig what I'm saying?
No. Because I told people you should look fly and be smart. You see what I mean?
I agree.
All right, so that's all I'm saying. Let's get the boots. Don't support them, but at the same time get that book too. So then you spend $300, just $200, but definitely get that book with the boots so you can get more than one pair of boots. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. But yeah, don't let me hold y'all show up, fellas. I like the free flow. It's good to have those conversations come up. You know what I mean? I'm sure y'all want to get some women on the line, but yeah, man. Like I said, I think that what he said was important, but we have to finish the details. We really, the younger generation has to pick up the ball, and we have to get rid of these 40 and 50-year things that have been gray areas in our community for a long time now. And, we look at Black Wall Street and we say, well, it was successful, but you have yet to hear anyone else talk about how to duplicate it. you never hear anyone talk about the strategy that was involved. And there was a strategy that was involved. And because of my mentors, the individuals I have in my life, they taught me what those strategies are. And just to let you all know, you generally won't learn this knowledge in a public forum. You generally have in a private forum where you meet the rich and wealthy to teach you that. So
hold on 1 second. One second. Oh, yeah. AJ, can you turn your radio down, please, there, bro? We greatly appreciate it.
No.
Sorry about that, man.
No worries. Like I said, I was just wrapping it up saying, we have to be able to get around wealthy individuals. We have to invest in our education to get around wealthy individuals, to see what type of investments and things that they're making. So, yeah, man, I'm happy to see that you are doing the crowdfunding type deal on your website. I mean, on the page, because I think that's really good. The Susu economics, that's who we are. We're African people. We've always practiced Susu economics. So it's good to see that you all are practicing Susu economics, man. So
we trying, bro. We can't say that we've had too many participants, but we try.
Yeah, that's all. You got to start somewhere. That's all you can say. Did your parents start one? If your parents didn't start one, it's incumbent upon you to start one and take it to the next level. I mean, we can only do better than our parents, man, and our ancestors. So
it's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
I like that.
But yeah, peace to you guys, man.
No doubt, man.
I'll listen to and enjoy the rest of the show.
All right, man. Salute. Appreciate you calling up, King.
Anytime. Peace, man. Peace to you guys.
Peace. AJ.
Yeah, what's up?
AJ, I ain't sure what ratchetness you over there listening to, bruh. Can't even hear it.
Whoa. I'm not listening to ratchetness. I'm listening to you probably picture me rolling. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I kind of was falling asleep.
That is kind of ratchet. That is kind of ratchet.
Whoa, Tom.
Oh, like Fox didn't make ratchet stuff?
Name a song, and I guarantee it was a conscious spot in these songs. You have to understand we're putting medicine in the candy. You have to. There was medicine in that candy, though. There was medicine in that candy.
What was the conscious part in that song?
Oh my God!
Credit.
Biggie, remember when I used to let you sleep on the couch? How was that not basically helping your fellow brother out? Any song that you can bring up, I can totally deflect it. That fast. Name another Pac song. Just name one.
That was conscious to you, man?
No, that was helping your fellow brother out.
We got to really redefine that.
See, I never said conscious. You said conscious. I said that he was helping his fellow brother out, which he did.
Actually, what you said was, name a Pac song, and I can point the consciousness in it out. That's what you said. I said, hit him up.
Is it black people? Hold on, time out. Is it black people being conscious with each other, helping each other out, helping your fellow man? Which I just basically explained right in your face.
Man, letting your boy sleep on the couch is not being conscious.
Oh, my God. In your opinion, so let's just keep it moving. Let's talk to somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? Hopefully I won't fall asleep. Hopefully I won't fall asleep, you feel what I'm saying, with this next caller.
That's cold, man. That's just wrong, man.
Hopefully I won't.
Some gems too, man.
Hopefully I won't fall asleep with our next caller.
I'm listening to that ratchet music, man. You'll feel better.
So now Pac is. Gotcha.
Pac is the worst. Ever.
Oh.
Picture me trolling.
I really had, I was about to say, I had like 60 bars I was going to give you, but we have other people that's wanting to call. You expect me to listen to Talib Kweli sitting Indian style with 17 incense burning in the same room, you feel me, snapping my fingers, listening to music? No, I listen to a little bit of everything.
What's wrong with that? That's what I'm doing.
Heavy Slim Jesus play.
Right. All right, man. We're gonna get to 5276 next, man.
They can stop out that all live.
That's your answer.
5276. What's good,
so
man?
Now, and what is Fox?
All right. Apparently, we was at the club.
Yeah, McDonald's. Getting that Wi-Fi.
We appreciate the dedication. Right. But we about to put you on hold, bro, and come back to it.
My man was
dedication, though, man.
He was literally dead ass in the middle of the club with a female throwing it back with a gun on his leg.
Show.
Listen to my skin. What I said. Listen to my skin.
That Tupac.
Stop doing that. No. See, no. Time out. Now you feel what I'm saying. He was listening to Eminem. That's what he was listening to. That's why it was so loud in his background. He was about to go and do some crazy shit about talking bad about his mother. He was listening to Eminem.
No, come on, man. No, man. We about to get to 12.
You don't like that shit. My man don't like that.
Who, him? Oh, no. You can hate on him. I don't care. Hey, ain't nobody sending me a check. As far as I'm concerned, I do know Pac is the GOAT, though, man. Personally, he's the greatest of all time. But he did make some ratchet shit, man. Let's not act like he did. That was the beauty of Pac.
I never said that. But what I'm saying is he did always put a little bit of knowledge into everything he was saying. That was the biggest deflection I ever heard from you ever, yo. Are you really going to bring him up in? When he has about 30 songs, that was a bad, I'm mad at you about that. That was the worst deflection.
Actually, it was the perfect choice for the response.
No, because you could have just basically tried.
There's absolutely no redeemable quality about Hit 'Em Up, except that it was this song. There's nothing positive to that song.
But okay, well, see, the thing is, if you want to basically debate what I'm listening to, you could have asked me about the song that I'm listening to. You said, what am I listening to? Oh, yeah, I'm listening to Picture Me Rolling. So ask me about that.
Right.
But you didn't. You ran to Hit 'Em Up.
I kind of heard it before. Pretty much have heard all of Pac's catalog, bro. I'm like the biggest Pac fan there is. So, I don't really have to ask you about the content of any of the Pac songs, really. Now, if you start talking about, like Quamega or somebody nobody ever heard of.
His name is Core Mega, not Kai Mega. It's Core Mega. Respect this man. Respect Core Mega. Core Mega is dope.
You get a little tight about that.
No, because you keep Core Mega is a legend. He is the best rapper ever come out of Queensbridge.
A legend.
A legend?
Yes, he is a legend.
A legend.
Okay, all right, put it like this.
Or a legend.
Hold on. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with y'all about no rap debates. Let's just get to Core Mega is a legend.
No, he's not, bro. But let's get to another caller, man.
Whoa. Time out. Now, see, I was trying to leave it alone, but now y'all brought me right back. Can either one of y'all name a Core? Can either one of y'all name a Core Mega song?
No.
That's why he's not a legend.
Exactly. So how can you?
That's why he's not a legend.
No, you don't even know his music.
I don't listen to Elvis, and I can name a song of his.
Name
Jailhouse Rock. And I'm not a fan of Elvis, and that's a legend.
Right.
All right, name an Aerosmith song. They're legends. Name a Metallica song. They're legends.
Dream on.
Enter the Sandman from Metallica.
Yes, from Metallica, yep.
And Dream On from Aerosmith.
Jaded.
See. I ain't gonna lie. Both of y'all work for white supremacy on the low, for real. So I'm not even worried or listening to y'all.
Well, apparently you work.
You feel what I'm saying? Because y'all know a little bit too much.
You're using a black card, man.
A black card. Y'all know too much about white folks.
Hey, Monkey Garvey taught me that I gotta know my enemy. Just as much as I know myself.
Sean, just because your head is shaped like a deflated football doesn't mean that you're fucking intelligent, Doug.
Oh, man.
Wow. Hey, Charles, don't laugh, Charles. Your boots look like you tried on the boxes before you left out the store. I would get on both of y'all at the same time. I do this roasting shit, nigga. Excuse me. I do this roasting thing. Heavy.
Quamega sucks, though.
Yo, call him by his proper name. His name is Corey. But his rap name is Core Mega. You call him Kyle Mega and all these other things. Do you know who One Love was dedicated to? Core Mega, when he was locked up. Yo, what's up with Mega? You feel what I'm saying? That's what he said. Or One Love.
So that whole
he is a legend.
That whole song.
On Illmatic.
That whole song. The whole song was dedicated to Cormega.
We about to get to some callers. Cause
every lyric in that song is going to be about Cormega.
You know what? The next person that's going to call up, Jobs is about to. I'm about to just crack on y'all for the rest of the show, for real, man. I got you, man.
Like,
Jobs is about to answer the phone.
Cormega.
Yo, his name is Cormega. It's Cormega. His name is. You about to answer the phone with your boots. You feel what I'm saying? So I got you. Go ahead. Answer the phone with your boots.
Don't get mad at me, man. My boots is more legendary than Cormega.
Oh man, I hate y'all, man.
All right, let me see where we at.
Leave the boots alone,
man. Don't hate on my boots, man. Let's get to 1275 real quick. What's
man,
there,
something wrong with y'all. Something wrong with y'all cats, man. What's happening?
What's good, man?
I'm serious, man. Something seriously wrong with y'all cats, man.
You can't tell me you wasn't laughing, though, man. You can't tell me you wasn't laughing.
That's why I say so wrong with y'all cats, man. For real. All right, but what's happening?
Chilling, man. Anything that you want to...
Caller's choice.
Yeah, anything you want to talk about, we're going to talk about.
What we're going to talk about? Well, this is Brother Jack. I already know that. So, you know what? Let's kind of keep it going on what the last couple of calls were saying. I think that, man, it's education. Let's just take it back to what it is, man, education. We got to start getting these youths while they're young, while they're really, really young, before they get to the mindset of, I could be a trap rapper, I could be a shooter. You know, before they even get to that point, we got to start trying to mold them and start showing them, look, we need more teachers. You know, we need more lawyers. You know, we need less trap rappers. We need more people to focus on that education.
I totally agree. I totally agree with you 100%.
No doubt
I
about it.
totally agree.
When I was coming up, you know, most of the guys were, you know, it was in the sports. You going to the NBA or you just going to play football. That was it. You know, they didn't really talk about anything else. You may go to the service, but nobody was really feeling that either. You know, it was like the choices were so limited. But if you look at your white counterparts, you know, they teach them at a young age that the sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? But they always try to put us in this box. Go ahead.
I do want to bring up this one joke. It's kind of funny because within all jokes is some truth in it. Chris Rock said that now we can tell black children since Barack been elected as president. You feel it's just a joke, but it's paraphrasing to what you're saying. He said that basically like you can tell a black child you can be anything now because we have Barack as our president. But imagine in the white folks' houses, right? You feel me? And they would say, well, you could be anything, Tommy. And Tommy would be like, yeah, I know. You feel me? And it was like it hit because it made sense. And you feel, and that's what Chris Rock said. But this really resonates into what you're saying right now. Like,
definitely.
Biggie definitely said at one point in time, only saying either you're slinging crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot. And this is what people really believe in. Do you know how many young dudes I got around me that only thing they want to do is rap, trap, or hoop, or play sports?
Yep.
You feel me? Like, see, and the thing is, if you was to put that same type of effort that you're putting into your sports, into your books, you will be the dopest philosopher, or you will be the dopest doctor, or you will be the dopest anything that you want to be. Just because you're that good at what you do.
What we need to do, man, is start celebrating education like we celebrate sports. You know, like your parents leave work early if you to start quarterback, but if you the valedictorian, you almost do that in silence a lot of times.
Right.
You know, like the valedictorian should you know, you got a car in high school, you class valedictorian, you should get the best parking spot. You know, it should be a sign of a badge of honor to be the smartest one in the school, as opposed to you a nerd or you know, it's not cool, quote unquote, to be smart. And that's part. You know, we got to change that culture of celebrating our greatness intellectually.
That is the 100% core problem with our schools right now. across the board, especially in inner city areas, they're shutting down schools. And they're giving more justification for shutting down these schools, because they're saying that, okay, we have low attendance rates. We have kids go, they don't come back. They're skipping school a lot. We have too many fights here and stuff. So, hey, let's start shutting these schools down. And the school boards are all agreeance with that. Of course, if the schools aren't producing numbers, then you have no problem but to shut them down. But this is systematic. Once you change the behavior and the mindset of the kids, and you make sure that a whole generation of them start disliking school and get to the point where they don't even value their own education, then guess what, fellas? The schools get shut down. And by the time the generation gets themselves together, guess what? The schools are already closed. So you will no longer have that opportunity to have that public education. And you think about all the money that they try to funnel into the school systems that never gets there. You know what I'm saying? It's a dirty game, but I think in the end, we play into the game because we don't put the right type of emphasis on education. I mean, and if I can, let me bring up this latest situation with the girl that got dragged to school in front of a cop. Now, we can all relate to that. That was 1,000% wrong. But it did bring to light a bigger picture. And the bigger picture is, are we sending our kids to school with the right mentality, with the right level of respect, so that they can go ahead and complete the education process and they can go on and be something with themselves. I know we put too much emphasis in. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You know what bothered me probably the most about that video was, like, it was one kid that was sitting there, didn't move a muscle, it just looked so normal to them.
Right. That's my point. We are slowly getting to the point where we are allowing. Go ahead. I was going to say that, look, we're getting to the point where we're starting to say to our kids, it's acceptable. It's acceptable to sit in class and to act an asshole, to pull out your phone, you know what I'm saying, and to disrespect adults. It's acceptable. Because if you do it, you can YouTube it, or you can world star hip hop it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. I do want to say one thing, Jack. Everything that you were saying, I totally 100% agree with it, and it's so funny because. All right, let me bring you back to when you were talking about we need to educate our children from basically when they come out the womb. You dig what I'm saying? I don't like really putting this out there. At one point in time, I was a big nerd. Like, I was a big nerd. You feel what I'm saying? A huge nerd when I was a little dude. You feel what I'm saying? And the reason why was because when I was younger, like, certain things just come easy to me now. And these were the certain things they put in front of me. Like, I used to have to read books. I didn't read Dr. Seuss. I read the Baltimore Sun, read newspapers and things like that. You have to basically say these things back to them. So I got skipped when I was in the 3rd grade. You dig what I'm saying? When I was in the 4th grade, I was reading on the 10th grade level compared to my counterparts, mind you. You feel me? Because I did go to a public school, but I went to a private. That's a whole other story. But basically what I'm saying is, just imagine if all these children, don't laugh. I still will crack with your boots. You feel me? Just chill. You feel me?
That jealousy of my boots, man, it's so ugly, man.
No.
You know what? I'm gonna go to the dollar rack at the record store tomorrow, and I'm gonna buy Quamega, and I'm gonna check it out.
Yo, his name is Core Mega. It's not Quamega. Oh my God.
Oh, come on, AJ, make your point. AJ, make your point, man.
But no, I do. But you know what? I do totally agree, though. You feel me? As far as us being educated, we do have to have some type of respect for our teachers. But at the same time, we do need to let other children know that being smart is not something that's lame. That's not something you feel like. Being smart is cool. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I used to be in class, and I used to be around my homeboys. They used to have Sega games, and they couldn't even read the title of them. I used to trade them with them. I used to give them a whack game just because of the picture on it. That's the only thing that they could understand. But I knew what game I was getting from them.
Right.
I knew I was getting Madden from them. Yeah, like real talk. I mean, it's a lot of things I can basically tell you from personal experience about how these things intertwine with my life now. You dig what I'm saying? That's a whole
like horribly sad though, bro.
No,
but guys, we got to redefine what's cool. You see what I'm saying? Because this generation has attached themselves to different things that they think is cool. Wearing loud colors right now is cool. Walk around with your pants hanging off your ass, that's cool. Skipping school, hey man, that's cool. You see what I'm saying? So it's easy for us to come back and say, hey, we need to redefine cool as being this. But how do you go about doing it? See what I'm saying?
Good question. That's a great question.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Jack, but we got I hate, I don't want to cut you off, man, but and I try not to keep you on hold too long. If I did, man, it was AJ Quamega. I'm sorry, Quamega.
All right, no doubt. Hey fellas, y'all keep the conversation going, man. As always, good to bump into y'all and all. Yo, man, yeah, let's try to come up with some solutions while we can. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, man. Salute to you, man, as always.
All right, fellas, y'all be cool. Yeah, hey Joe, man, don't let that dude keep cracking on your boots, man.
Oh man, I don't really care about him, man. Talking about my boots. I wear them boots like twice in a year. I don't care. Just clothes, bro.
All right, y'all stay solid, man. Y'all be.
All right, no doubt.
All right.
Boots still look more legendary than Quamega, though. Let's see who we gonna get to. Sean, is you there?
Oh yeah, I'm right here. Remember, I've been up since yesterday. I'm like hanging in there.
I could tell,
I'm
man.
like a cat,
Wake up.
I'm like a cat on a tree.
I know. Let's get. We're about to get to another caller, man. Let's get to
I got a question.
2492 right quick.
Okay, good.
What's the question?
Let's get this call in, and I have to call it too when they're done.
Get to 2492.
Well, I was until you said that. Now I'm gonna go to 2492. What's good, fam?
Yo.
Yeah.
What's good, fam?
What's going on, man? What's your name? Where you what's your name? Where you calling from, big homie?
Man, it's wrong, man. It's wrong. It's wrong from the group, yo, Baltimore. You already know.
Alrighty.
What's good, fam? You all right?
Oh yeah, I'm chilling, baby. How are you?
I'm doing great. No complaints.
My first question is, who doesn't know who Quamega is?
Come on, man. They don't know. You feel me? Like I really
know
think that.
is.
I know.
I've heard this. He's not a legend.
I've heard of Quamega.
He's not a legend.
You just gonna keep disrespecting. You just gonna keep disrespecting this man. Now I got
Who's from Detroit?
What's his classic album?
What's his classic album? Oh my God, Realness.
Is that the name of it?
True meaning.
In order for you to be a
Are
legend,
you serious? Are you serious?
One of y'all from Detroit, right?
Yeah, that's me, man.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna put it to you like this. Quamega is like the Royce 5'9" of New York.
Right, and in Detroit, like Royce the 5'9" is not like the top dude. He's from my
Royce a legend? Is Royce a legend?
Globally, no. In Detroit,
in town. Yo, in the town, Quamega ain't a legend.
Right, I'm not gonna front like Royce is some type of like worldwide legend. He is not.
Royce is dope though, right?
Yeah, Royce is dope, no doubt.
Royce is dope. Royce had an album with Eminem, and he arguably outdid Eminem on the album.
I'm not disputing the dopeness of Royce. Royce is definitely dope. He is definitely a legend in the city limits of Detroit.
But still a legend, right? But still a legend.
Oh, yeah, okay, you know what I'm going to do?
In Detroit.
See, now you disrespected Quamega 17 times on this show. Now I really have to crack with your boots. They're shaped like a Happy Meal box. I got to crack with your boots now. You feel what I'm saying? You have to respect legends. Like they look.
You really need to reevaluate everything that you have ever learned, heard, or known
they look
about
like.
hip-hop.
You ever seen
like that is
he is a
disrespectful
legend.
to every vocal cord in the history of mankind to call him.
Do you know that your boots curl up like crispy bacon? Your boots curl up like crispy bacon.
On the planet. The dude is not a legend,
okay.
man. I don't care how many.
Okay.
That wasn't even funny, by the way. But I don't care how many jokes you got.
Yes, it was.
Yes,
it was. Yes, it was. You know the way that T-Rex slammed his head. It looked like they slammed your boots like that a million times, and then you purchased them right off the wall. I have to crack on you, Sean. You don't go nowhere.
You
I got some jokes for your ass as well.
You do realize, and we're not gonna talk about the
you know
in that picture.
Sean head is shaped. Sean head is shaped like a boxing glove, a beat up one as well. It's like a training boxing glove. You feel what I'm saying? Like, only thing they use your head as a boxing glove for is to beat up on the punching bag. Then they take them off and put on the real boxing gloves. Did you see?
We're going to talk about the S-curl.
This dude AJ got 4 teeth.
No, so, all right, let's get to some real shit.
All right, man, let's get back focused, man. What's good, fam?
All right, so my question is, as a whole, as a race, let's really get to the grit of the issues that we're facing. So we're facing systematic. It starts with the system. So my question is, what is it that we really need to do? I mean, we can protest, we can boycott, we can do all that. When it boils down to it, how do you overtake the system? And what does it start with?
I will say this. For one, if we want to start off, we need a code. We need a code that we live by and abide by. See, the thing is, every other ethnicity that's in America at this current point in time has a code. They won't break that code. You ever see... Yes. Okay. Whoa. Let me. Yes. Okay. And I'm about to explain it to your ass. Listen to me. Now, did you? I don't even remember the girl's name, right? Anyway, I don't even remember the girl's name that was on. She was on some daytime talk show talking about colored men don't wash properly, and she's glad she's with a white man because he takes 3 showers a day. Where is she at now? She was Mexican, by the way. Now, let's talk about when Donald Trump was talking about Telemundo. Does he talk about it anymore? Or what was this show that called with the beautiful women and all these other things? These things basically been took off the air because they have a fucking code. We don't have one. We just.
What's their code?
What do you mean? You wouldn't know their code because you're not one of them. Why would their code be open for everybody to know?
So you just know they have a code, you just don't know anything about it.
Exactly, because they move as a unit. Exactly. What are you talking about? Exactly. What are you talking about?
You don't be making that just because it makes no sense.
You know what? I gave out. Whoa, time out. I gave out Butter Biscuits Tuesday, but now I gotta give you the big. You almost came in on the flying sauce.
You getting a grand?
What you mean? Make some sense. Oh my God! What sense do you want me to make? You're looking at it from a cool perspective.
You done went from calling that idiot a legend to they got a code that I've never heard of, don't know anything about.
Wow.
I just know they got a code.
You gotta start disrespecting Cormega, yo. You guys aren't disrespecting Cormega like that.
Listen,
he doesn't even know. I guarantee you, for real, you don't even smoke cigarettes, and you got a pack of Newport 100s in your boots right now. You feel what I'm saying? That's because of how big they are. You feel me?
What
get the fuck out of here.
No clue what you're talking about. That's deflation 101.
This is one thing we have to talk about. You having no clue about anything about history or how codes work. You're talking about what is that code, but you want us to know that code. Why would we know that code?
What is your educational aspect on their code besides the fact that you said they got one?
Okay, let's talk. Okay, let's talk.
That's a historical revelation right there. Stop it.
Okay. Let's talk about all the money that was pulled away from Donald Trump and his show. it was like a model show or something that he had that he said basically something.
He was running the American Top
Miss
Model.
Universe.
No, it was a Miss American pageant. Miss America.
Exactly. And it's not on ABC anymore. It's not on NBC anymore. Why? Because they have a fucking code and they stick together.
That was
They don't need to come your dumb ass a fucking code.
Together. That was one of the richest dudes on the
Oh,
planet.
my God.
Saying, no,
Oh,
bro,
my God.
I got more money than you.
Oh my. No, it doesn't.
What was the code about that?
I'll say this, and I've thought about it thoroughly. I honestly think that the first step to actually get black Africans, however you want to word us as a people, to get to where we really want to be. And honestly, and everybody's not going to agree with me when I say this, but I honestly believe that for the betterment of our people and where we need to be and where we're trying to get to as of right now. Now, I don't have a clue of where to start with this, but I honestly think that we should segregate. I honestly think that for everybody, you know, that we, and if it, however it came about, you get some land, anybody who owns land, you buy that up, and we build back up. We build another Black Wall Street. But you just can't bomb, but not only build one, you build 20, 25, 45, you know what I mean, over time. And over time, when you able to segregate your children and your family from that white man and get them off that TV where they praising them, and that's all they striving to be, or striving to be to shoot a ball for the white man because they give you money, you know what I'm saying, making them rich. And you actually teach them to be something outside of what European society, outside of what Western civilization has told you should be or you could be. It's totally different then. It's a different mindset. And until the mindset is changed, nothing will ever change. Nothing will change until we change the mindset of ourselves and our children and our children's children. And from that point on, you know, and it'll carry on for generations. But I honestly think, when I was a kid, I used to get in trouble all the time. I was always an aggressive type child. You know what I mean? And carrying on to my adulthood. I was an aggressive type child. So my mother, being a single mother at 16, working 3 jobs, and you got this, you know, what they would call a badass kid. I wasn't bad. I was just busy. You know what I'm saying? I used to get into stuff. Back then, you know, we had encyclopedias. We couldn't pick up a phone and pull everything up. My mother bought me a black law encyclopedia. It was 12 volumes. So every time I got in trouble and I was punished, I would have to do book report. And I would have to read these encyclopedias on Frederick Douglass. You know what I mean? Any black history figure that you could think of that was popular enough to be put in a book, I did work on. I studied them, you know what I mean? And I had to do these book reports and report back to my mother. I was punished for 1.5 years at one point in time. You dig me? So, right.
Yeah. I mean, we grew up a little different than a lot of people that we
but
talk
see, mind you, I lived in the military.
What did you do to get punished for a year and a half?
Beating a white kid. I lived on the military base with beating a white kid. You feel me? So it was a little different. You know what I mean? But for me, I obtained that knowledge and it carried with me since I was 8 years old. You know what I mean? I put this on there and I never forget it. Malcolm X is my favorite historical figure, but not only because of what he stood for, but I actually had to go to school. I did Black History reports and all that. My mother took me to the movies to go see Malcolm X, and that's always been my favorite movie. I dyed my hair red. I grew my hair out. I brushed it backwards. I went to school in a suit, glasses, everything, as Malcolm X. You dig me? So I always admired Malcolm.
I mean, okay. Let me. I do want to interject this. You feel what I'm saying? We both went to Guilford. You dig what I'm saying? And at one point in time, we all remember Miss Sample. We know we love Miss Sample, Miss Wright, all those people. You feel what I'm saying? It was a teacher that we had named Miss Berry, and that was the first time I seen Roots. You feel me? Like they basically try to make me a robot to a certain degree. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna put this knowledge in my head, go to school, you're gonna get a job. You're basically going to have 2 children, a dog and a cat in the front yard. You feel what I'm saying? But they wouldn't tell me about my history. The first time I seen roots was when I was in school. You feel what I'm saying? And that was really the first time. You did what I'm saying? Like, the first book report that I ever got an A on was I read the softback of Malcolm X. That was the first book report I ever... Yeah, exactly. You feel? That was the first one. I read it from front to back. You feel me? Even though I deteriorated... No, go ahead.
I made my daughter read that. I made my daughter read that at 10 years old. My daughter wanted these Jordans, so she had to read that book. She read the book in a month. So, you know what I mean? I don't really support Jordan either, but, come on, my kid, that's what she wanted. I told her she had to earn it. So, she read the book, told me everything about it front to back. We watched the movie together. But it's just about planting the seed, man. It's all about planting the seed, man. And you put that in your kid's head, and you just got to monitor it, and you got to monitor what these kids is watching. Because, TV is the devil, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't even believe in the devil, but it's a title. You know what I mean? It's a title, but it's not productive. It's not productive. It teaches you, it grooms you, and that's how just me. It's the same thing with religion. It grooms you to be a better thing.
That's something that Dr. Frances Cress Welsing said. She said that if you put a child in front of a television for 6 months, they would know what racism is. Even if they don't know subconsciously, they will know these things. They would know what racism is. Like, we have to really, okay. Now, we're not talking from an adult standpoint as far as looking at these things. We're talking from a child standpoint. So, what is the most popular show right now, Empire? That's as far as they come on television. What are these images that they're putting out there? They're negative images. See, you have to step outside of your body before you even can make an argument. You can't say, well, why is this? Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? No, you really have to look at it from a standpoint where you have to look at it from a child's mind.
Right.
Dudes kissing. You feel what I'm saying?
Homosexuality, all the, you know what I mean? Just all the snappy attitude having black women. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
That's all the women. Definitely a lot of impressionable things for kids. You definitely got to be on them, and there's so many avenues where kids can get these images. It's really difficult nowadays.
I'm ready to boycott Empire because Precious had a semi-sex scene last week, and I just happened to be in somebody's house while the scene played, and I was already boycotting. Like, I'm really going to make a sign and boycott it right now. Like,
that's how the show started, and that's how the show started. You feel what I'm saying? And that was so crazy.
What's wrong with Precious having a sex scene, man?
Because it's on television. It's on television. But it's on television. It doesn't matter if she was 300 pounds or 130 thick. She is still on television, basically getting hit, legs in the air, moaning faces, on television. Any of our kids at any given time basically can click on this. So we're not looking at it as her basically being the sister that she is being hit. We're looking at it as though that is acceptable now. This shouldn't be acceptable. Was this on your television screen when you were 6 or 7?
What the level of the sex scene was. I didn't see it, so I don't know. Was it like really graphic?
No, it wasn't graphic.
No, it wasn't graphic.
But it was a scene that let you know like she got knocked off. But either way, like, I'm just kind of like, I don't do TV. I read, or, I do all, anything that shows up, man. I'm still a nerd. You're speaking on being a nerd. I'm still a nerd, man. I watch anime. I watch lectures.
I'm about to crack with Jerome, too, Man, it's a Joe discussion on everybody. I'm about to crack with Jerome. I'm about to crack on Sean. And I'm about to crack on Jobs at the same time, for real.
Man, I don't even want to hear that shit, AJ, at all.
Yeah, I know you don't.
No, I don't.
Yo, somebody did say yo had the danger lanes on though.
They ain't Danger Lands, man. I think dude's name is Danger Zone.
Yo,
No, the boot. I know you know what I'm talking about, yo.
Nope, I got no idea, bro. Nope, no idea what you're talking about. None.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna put it in your inbox, bro.
He know what you're talking about for real.
Nope, you blocked already. You can't put it in.
Bro, they really don't understand. Bro, they don't understand how mad. Like, I used to get in so many fights for real because I used to crack on people. Like, all this shit is all first verse. It's generally not funny though, bro. You get a couple, here and there. Because they're your boots. Of course, it's not going to be funny because they're your boots. They was leaning off of the steps that you were standing on. Like they was. Their boots look soggy.
Those boots.
Like,
that's such a lie though. That's just not true. I've worn those boots 2 times in a year. So don't try to tell me my boots was leaning at all because they wasn't even close to leaning.
I'm joking,
I
man.
got some that lean that I didn't have.
I'm joking. You know I'm joking, man. Like, come on, man. You know I'm joking, man. Like, God, leave, man. I
don't really care about the boots, right? Man. That whack ass meme that you posted, man, was some bullshit. That's what I'm talking about.
That woke me up.
Oh man,
like that shit ain't funny at all. Not in the least bit.
Honestly, on a serious tip though, I think that's the first step, man. Like if we really, cause you got brothers and sisters, man, that's just moving out of the country. You got a lot more brothers and sisters moving back to Africa and South America than you would know. I mean, it's a lot that people are buying land up out there and they're leaving. And I think it's going to take something drastic to that point. I think Martin, if you want to go back in history, I think Martin had an idea at that point in time, but the mindset was to be equal to white people. But when you learn, as we got older, as a people, we grew and we learned our history, you realize that this is just a big shame. It's a scam. It's all a setup.
Yeah.
Like, Marcus Garvey had the best idea. It was the best idea, and I think it was just to go back and start fresh on your own and get away from Western civilization.
But I hear that all the time, and people say, "Go start fresh." Go start fresh where? Where are we going to go where there aren't people?
Where there isn't white people, where there isn't American law. See, they sold us, they sold our grandparents and our great grandparents the American dream, and that's all that they wanted. The American dream doesn't apply to us.
I definitely agree with that.
By law,
I totally agree with him.
How many have you ever like chopped it up with a person of African descent though?
No, we're talking about now. But see, the thing is, you're talking about what you're talking about right now. But what he's saying is what we're talking about from the standpoint of what happened almost 100 years ago. From his mindset,
no, you cannot compare him. I get what he's saying, and what he's saying is that the best solution would be for us to all pack up and move to Africa and start over.
No. He's saying that from the standpoint of when it would have happened back in the 1920s. That's when he's using.
I thought you meant now. I mean, not only back then, but now as well.
Both. I mean, it's in the 20s, and that happened in the 20s when Garvey was alive. If the government ain't set him up too, we would have been light years ahead of where we are now. Light years, because it's just Western civilization. If you go to other countries, man, they know what it is when they come to us. They know what it is. Now, do I think they're still racist at some point? Absolutely. But there's certain countries that just don't play that shit. Black people get worshipped in other countries. The Vatican plays to a black Madonna.
I mean, I get all that, but in my few conversations I've had with people of African descent, their opinion of black folks in America is not high at all. from my limited conversations. I'm wondering, like, would we be accepted there?
This is the thing. The ones who come here, they get ran out. Now, I got African homies. They get ran out. It's revolutionaries in Africa, too. And the ones who love that white man, they get ran out because they ain't with that bullshit because they going to kill them. That's what's really happening. So when you see all these stories about the child soldiers and yes, that's taking place, too. But you also got metropolitan cities being built in Africa as well that they're not telling you. It ain't just jungles over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they building over there. That's the mother of this world.
I know.
I think we will be accepted. Yes. Why not? Because you know what? The ones who want to be here, let them stay here, and they can kiss that white man's ass all they want. But you know what? You know the U.S. You know what will happen if they saw a mass amount of Black Americans leaving America and leaving the country and going to Africa? They're gonna be like, oh, what the hell going on? They're gonna put their radars up. Their radars gonna go up. You go over there and you build, man. That's what you do. It's all about building. Because at some point in time, you got these churches burning and all that stuff, man. They really trying to bait a race war. They're really trying to bait a race war. That's really what it's really trying to come down to. The white man is a recessive race. You're gonna die. You know what I mean? And how many people on this phone right now know a white girl that her brother's hitting, who got pregnant by a black dude? They got a black baby. Everybody, right?
Yeah.
Everybody, right? Absolutely. The minute that black gene is injected into that white woman and the child is conceived, ain't no white. You black. They black. And that's the white man already knows what it is. Yo, they're a dying race. We're going to have to try to get rid of all of these, and they terms, niggers, as quickly as possible, whether it be disease, be it systematic, housing, whether it's give you drugs and guns and the populate your community and hope you kill each other off. It don't happen, yo. We take over wherever we're at because we are the original. We are the original. So in order to take back and to move forward to make it an equal playing ground, yo, I think we should go. I think we should go. You go back. It's chess, not checkers, man. You know what I'm saying? You step back and you strategize. You go back and strategize and make it an equal playing field.
That is one way to look at it.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's
it don't really cost much to go to Africa. I hear people say that a lot, but I never hear people say
black people have free citizenship in Ghana. We do. You feel what I'm saying? So we can go back if we really want to, if we're really that serious about the shit. Whoops, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cuss, but you know what I'm saying.
I hear people say it all the time, but what I have never heard was, I'm leaving for Africa on such and such date. I ain't coming back. But
see, the thing is,
what's the hesitance for people to actually pull the trigger on it?
I mean, well, at one point, it's not really hesitant, because I do know people that actually went to Africa as well. You feel me? That was American or born in America. Yes. Why you saying like it's an epidemic or some shit? Yes, I know people that went to Africa.
I don't know any black people that actually went to Africa to live.
I mean,
I know a couple.
I've never heard that before.
I know a couple. The big question is, at what point is one of these newscasts going to be somebody that you know directly? Was going to be one of your children that was gunned down by the police, or you, or your brother? You dig me? What is it going to take? What is it going to take for you to have that push to be like, yo, let's go? Because we can watch other brothers get gunned down and talk about it and chop it up and talk about how messed up it was.
Bars.
But until this could be any of us. You
Bars.
It could be any of us. It could be any of us, from dying from police or a straight gunshot or whatever the case may be, choked out on camera. You know what I mean? Or I carry guns. You know what I mean? I'm licensed to do so, but that don't mean nothing. You dig what I'm saying? depending on when I get pulled over, it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. So it could be any of us. At what point in time is it going to be enough to make majority of us say, yo, that's it. You know what I mean? That's it. And it's not going to take till somebody hit directly home. When it's in Chicago or in New Orleans or L.A. or whatever, hey, you be tight. You be tight. You be upset. But you know what? A few days go by, and it's just news. And it's just news. And it don't sit right with me.
I tell you, I'm not, it's not like I'm not disputing what you're saying at all. I do got to get to a couple more callers, though, man, because we only got like 20 minutes left. But I'm not disputing, the rationale. I just wonder sometimes, how the acceptance would be, because I've never been myself. And talking to people,
if you got to talk. You got to talk to them, man.
Right, the ones that I have talked to, it doesn't give you that fuzzy, you be welcome home feeling. It gives you that.
See, we have to look at these things.
Look down upon you feeling.
But see, we have to look at it like this. We're looked down upon basically when we go into these impoverished neighborhoods that we live in right now. Like, see, the whole thing is, you think that I am scared of so-called, by a stereotypical standpoint, that I will be lynched or ate by a fucking lion if I move to Africa. But I got to worry about going to the fucking corner store where these Koreans own these stores and don't have to worry about nothing. They send their children through college and all these things, but I got to worry about the dudes outside the store that's willing to bust my head. What am I really scared of to move over there? Right. Why would I be scared? You feel me? Like, everything that people say why they wouldn't go to Africa just to live over there is Europeanized. It's a Europeanized type of way of living. You have to really. I have so many people.
You moving over there then? Hello?
You're asking me, am I going to move somewhere? Like, I'm just supposed to move. You feel what I'm like? I'm just going to move to another state right now. I'm going to move to another city right now.
I didn't say right now. I'm just asking you, like, in the future, is that part of your plan?
Okay, well, to answer your coon question, I have to keep it 100.
There you go with that shit again, man. Don't call me that no more, bro. Stop it.
All right, no. It was a joke, but respectfully.
No, that's not funny, man, at all.
All right, we can talk about this shit behind the scenes. We can talk about this behind the scenes. But
we definitely will. That's ridiculous, bro.
What do you mean? Because you're asking me questions that you already know the answers for.
Oh, I know the
You're asking me questions
if it's such a great idea, then you plan on leaving at some point, right?
Actually, yes.
You can't talk it up and be like, it's a great idea.
Actually,
do this, but I have absolutely no plan on doing it myself.
Okay. Oh, no, actually, yes. Do you know how many fucking times I get asked, why don't you just move back to Africa? Why do you think I know about free citizenship in Ghana? Why do you think I know these things? Why do you think I know these things?
Then it's a simple answer. Why you get all hostile about it? It's a simple answer.
But see, the whole thing is, because I look at you as a brother. You're not supposed to ask me these same questions that people that want to debunk anything that I say or think supposed to be asking me. You're not supposed to be asking me these things. No, because then when I give you an answer, you still want to ask me another question. Put it like this: if my actions was for me to move to another place, would you still do it? No, you don't want to do it. You ain't going.
What? I didn't understand that part right there. No question. I just didn't understand that part right there. But I will say I do plan on going to see the pyramids myself. That's the part that I really want to see first.
And see the whole thing is, bro, you have to understand how mind control works. You know these things and you still ask me these questions. Maybe
I know what. I don't know what your future plans hold, bro. I don't.
Apologize for calling you a coon. Fuck that shit. You feel me? I apologize. All that shit.
Oh.
Go ahead. Do you,
no doubt,
man. No, because
That shit hurt though, man. Ain't nobody want me to call no damn coon. That's when I know I ain't no damn coon. I've done some coonish shit over the years. That's been a long ass time. Shit. But we're gonna get to 5276 right quick.
You hear me?
Yeah, Zal, what's going on?
What's up? Yo, let's get straight to it, yo. Yo, let's talk about this black and black crime, man.
Get
hear
to
me?
it.
Yo, AJ.
What?
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Let's chop this favor, man.
Yo, no, ain't no favor for nothing, yo. You heard about the my man Kendall Fenwick, who died in your city on Monday?
Yeah, yes, we talked about that.
24 years old, father of 3 kids.
He was not an activist. That's
I don't
what
care. I don't
media...
care what he was. I don't care what he was. He was the father of 3 kids and died.
So basically,
no. I don't care if he was an activist, he was a teacher. I don't care. He was the father of 3 kids, and he died.
Oh, you think that's the brother?
That's all that matters. Yes. He put up the fence and some drug dealers. Yeah. You know what I mean? Whatever they did, came over and shot him.
Yeah.
See, this is one thing I hate. This is one thing I hate.
No, I hate nothing. No. Hear this. No, hear this. And then we got listen. Then we got Howard. This kid's name is Howard Major. He was 3 years old in Cleveland, Ohio. He got killed. He was sitting in a car, and then also while he got killed, you know what I mean, by the idiot who shot him. They also shot a 5-year-old girl who was outside playing with her brother with the football. And then in Chicago, my man Tyshawn Lee got shot at multiple times, not once, multiple times in the back, in his head and his chest, multiple times. Where is the outrage? Where is this whole Black Lives Matter bullshit at? You know what I mean? Where's the whole civil rights shit at?
Whoa!
No.
Can you put him on mute for a second so I can talk?
No.
Or is he just going to talk over me? I have no respect on this line. No respect. So I'm not going to ask you nothing. I'm not going to answer something that you asked me.
Zal, hold on one second. Because I do want to answer that, because we did talk about that Tuesday. And actually there was serious outrage, at least amongst us, as far as that goes.
Yeah, but it's not outrage. I don't see no. I'm in the gym. Yo, I don't see no outrage.
It's outrage because you want white people to be mad about what you're mad about. You're cooling right now.
No. I want black people to be mad about this shit. Because, damn
wasn't we talking about it on the show Tuesday?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
You're talking about things that's on the media that only reaches you. Who controls the media? Who controls the media? Who controls the media? Who controls the media?
You know damn sure. If it was a white man or a white cop who shot any of them innocent kids,
who controls the media?
It would have been outraged.
Who controls the media? Who controls the media?
It would have been Baltimore times 10. You know what I mean? Times 10 out in Chicago, up in Cleveland, if it was a white cop who shot them innocent kids. And you know damn sure. Y'all all know that. Everybody know that shit, man. Everybody know that shit. Anytime somebody from other race, you know what I mean, shoots one of us, you know what I mean, and we're innocent, you know, it's a big outrage. But when we do to ourselves, oh damn, again? You know, it's like the norm and shit. You know, there's no outrage.
I get what y'all both saying.
There's no outrage, man.
Hold on, Zal. I get what AJ is saying. The media orchestrates a lot of this shit. As far as what the hell?
No. I don't hear about no media.
Hold on, man. That music, I can't hear over the music, so I had to mute you. I ain't cut you off. But my point is, the media, as far as hyping it up or making a situation more notable makes a difference. And I can't hear over that music, bro. I'm sorry. However, I get what you're saying. We should, there should be community outrage when a 9-year-old gets murdered.
It is.
Or when a father of 3 children gets murdered. There should be not just that community outrage, but communities all throughout America. All our hoods should be upset and just as angry that somebody could callously kill a 9-year-old. So I get that aspect of it.
Shoot at him multiple times.
It does hold a different significance
multiple times.
when there's someone that is paid to quote unquote protect and serve you.
Only if they're white. Only if they're white. Only if they're white. No. Only if they're white. It's only if they're white. Because
No, the Freddie Gray cops.
No.
They caught the
No. Don't. Let me tell you something. Only time blacks come around and unite. You know what I'm saying? When it's around racists. That's it. That's the only time we want to unite, when it's about a racist issue.
Everything is built about race.
No.
What are you talking about?
No. That's the only time motherfuckers want to come around and unite amongst each other.
Okay, so when a gay person gets killed, only thing they come out is gay people. What are you talking about? When a lesbian gets killed, see, you just keep fucking talking.
When it's our own people, nobody comes out. No outrage. Nobody wants to talk about it.
Man.
Well, nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about it. Everybody want to run away. Oh, he cool and he this and the third. Little kids is dying.
Okay.
Hold on. They dead. What you gonna come to the? What you gonna come to the mother
does he have this much freedom to even talk this much?
Why? And the thing is this, though, right? What are you gonna say to the mothers and the fathers? You know what I mean? And other family members. Okay, what you gonna say?
Hold on. Hey man, what was the dude that called right before Zal? What was his name? Jerome, right?
His name was Jerome. Yeah.
Right. He talked for 20 minutes, bro. So stop it.
Yo, what is that? Oh. Fuck it. Just let him have the floor. Go ahead.
No,
just
go
keep
ahead.
Calling.
I can't hear shit he's saying anyway.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the caller. Keep calling. You
but
what I'm saying? Go ahead. What about black or black crowd?
Why should we be? Why should we
you
not
actually
be angry that a 9-year-old got
we are
murdered?
angry. We talked about this. We already talked about this, though, Jogs.
He's not talking about.
So do you
us,
want?
AJ.
So basically, you're asking our oppressors to basically be as mad as we are. That's what you're basically saying. Well, why is it?
No.
What do we control? What do we control? What do we control?
Get my thoughts out. You won't allow. You keep cutting me off.
What do we control?
Is that? There you go again. Black people should be angry as fuck all across the nation.
Here we are.
That a 9-year-old guy. Are we really?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Mass angry?
Okay. So see. I'm going to kill your whole argument with this right here. Now, let's talk about the girl that basically got manhandled by an officer in Spring Valley, South Carolina. Do you know that she raised over $50,000 from black people? Yes, black people were mad, so they are not only talking with their voice, they're talking with their dollars. You're letting white media control what you fucking think. You're letting them control what you think.
Stop telling me what I'm doing.
But everything that you're saying is repeating white rhetoric.
No, it's not. I have a brain, bro.
Okay, say
something. To orchestrate a thought, facilitate that thought through my vocal cords, and allow people to hear it. It is not being controlled by anybody. It angers me that there is no community outrage to the level of other murders for a 9-year-old who was not accidentally shot, but murdered in
just because it's not on TV.
Blood.
Because it's not on TV. My homeboy just died last week. Do you hold on? My homeboy just died last week. Do you know I was with Candlelight Visual? Do you know that? Just because I don't talk to you about it doesn't mean that black people don't fucking care.
Once again, you fail to be able to realize that I'm not talking about you personally. I'm talking about across the United States.
We don't control the media.
Social media When I look through the comments,
that's not the entire media. That's why shout out to all black everything. Because I post everything.
Are you going to allow anyone that ever differs with you to actually finish their thought, or is that part of what you going to do? You just going to cut them off if they disagree with you?
No, you have to understand that people actually. You have to understand that people actually do care. You don't see it because we don't control shit right now. We don't control nothing that's going on as far as social media
if you would allow me to finish what I was saying, my point is, even in social media, I look in the Facebook groups, I saw way more venom towards his mother than venom towards the people that murdered him.
I agree
That's
with
a problem for me.
I totally agree with you on that. I ain't gonna lie, I do. You feel what I'm saying? I do agree with you on that.
And that's what Zao is saying. Why aren't we as angry that a child got murdered? You know, people are more angry that she allegedly went out and bought a car.
But see, this is the reason why that we're all here together. We can agree, disagree with each other, but at the same time, we bring these issues to light. So if we're touching just a small,
really, really hate you today.
But if we're talking about a small group of people, you feel me? Like, okay, I do want to say this thing. You feel me? Like, I always talk to you about this. As far as the Black Panthers, they started out small, very small. But eventually their influence in what they did, what they stood for, basically reflected and they gained more people. They reached out across the United States. You have to understand these things. Now, so it starts off small. It doesn't mean that people don't care. You cannot base your whole energy on people that don't care against the people that do care.
It doesn't. You can't do that. It's not. I'm not basing my energy on it, but it bothers me that there is not the level of outrage over a 9-year-old.
We have to start off
now
for whatever, bro.
For whatever reason, and I mean, I guess because I feel bad about the brother that lost his life, the father with the 3 kids. I really do. But that man had an opportunity to have 3 kids. He had an opportunity to have at least half of his life. So even though what was done to him was horrible, it was tragic, it was wrong, it was criminal, and they should be punished, it's just not the same to me as a 9-year-old.
Okay.
Not even get a chance to taste
now I do. Okay. Since we want to talk about things that happened in my city, since everybody want to bring the sauce to me, you feel what I'm saying? Let's talk about something that happened 13 years ago. You feel me? Whereas though it was a female, I forgot her name, but I'm going to post it in the group, where her house got firebombed because she basically stood up against drug dealers, and they killed 13 children on Greenmount Avenue. You feel what I'm saying? So people do stand up and take. You feel it just depends on who is displaying what you're looking at, compared to what you're really reading or what you're really going to do with your mind and use it. Yes,
I mean, like, who killed, they firebombed the house and 13 children died in the house.
Yeah, I actually know one of the dudes, and it's so sad I do know him. His name was Lil Manny Correa. He was going up those e-pills. You feel what I'm saying? But yes.
You know the problem. You're kind of making the point though, AJ, not knowing it, because I've never heard that story.
Right.
We know every name of every brother or sister that has gotten murdered by the cops in the last couple of years. Those names will be etched in our memory for the rest of our lives. The fact that 13 kids died in a fire as a result of somebody bombing their house and I know nothing about it is problematic. That I've never heard of it. That's what I'm saying.
I agree. We have to sometimes argue. I argue with my brothers all the time. We have something that we call backyard boogie. You feel what I'm saying? We got that bitch in box if we need to get these things off our chest. But it doesn't mean that we don't care about each other. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just because you know something that I don't know, bouncing off my head, we can disagree about these things. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I really get what you're saying.
Yeah, and you know what? It's like me, you, and Sean. Like, even though we on the radio, we had the same conversation, literally in the same fashion, shape, and form, off the air. So it ain't, it's people will listen and be like, oh man, they hate each other. No, we pretty much do this all the time. It ain't nothing, no biggie. It's not like I'm gonna be I'm blocking AJ tonight or something like that. No, that's my brother.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm gonna tell you how I feel about certain things, and we ain't gonna always agree. And Zal had a great point, and I could feel his pain. I really could. His point is that the level of energy for a death in our community should be the same. I understand why it's not when it's in cases of the police, because they are supposed to be, allegedly, held to a different standard in society. We're supposed to be able to go to the police for help and assistance, and we can't do that because we'll get shot.
And the only reason why I feel as though I have to stand up and say these things is because 3 weeks ago, we had a city hall meeting. Guess who was there? AJ. You dig what I'm saying? So when you say, why aren't you doing these things? Why ain't you doing these things? Yes, I care about my fucking community, bruh. So don't ask me these questions and then expecting me to answer them with your rhetoric that you're basically going to spew out. It is people that care out here. We have to basically put both of these things in hand. We're not leveling them or balancing them out. We're looking at it from how they tell us these things.
But I don't think that it was a what is AJ doing per se. I think it was what is the community doing. And I don't recall his exact wording, but I don't think that it was specific to just you. You know what I mean? I think it was just in general. And in general, I'm frustrated as shit that certain murders get a lot of ink, and certain murders just seem to it's just par for the course. We're okay with certain type of murders.
But see, one thing I can say, it wasn't specifically to me, but he said, AJ, this happened in Baltimore. You think that I didn't get a million inboxes telling me about I'm not going to talk about this man because he passed away. You feel? Well, he was murdered, pretty much. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they're supposed to be like, well, you should know about this. What are you doing about that? Or you went to the Million Man March and you're not knowing this and this and this and this about that. And now you're basically coming at my whole stance on how I feel about black people, how I feel about my black community. So I have to say something. That's basically what's his stance. Because he asked me that question.
I wanted to personal attack, and it's not.
It is. He said, this happened in your city. You should know what's going on. Why aren't you doing anything about it? It is a personal attack.
Well, hold on. Before we, and we'll go a little further because I do want to get back to a couple more callers. Well, I don't know. Sean, you going to be, you good, man? You up?
Sean prepping for the show tonight.
Well, Sean, he must be doing something. All right, I didn't forgot my train of thought, so my bad on that one. But I do want to get to. We got a couple more callers, and let me get back to Zal just for a second. Oh, I wanted to say, y'all are tuning in to My Skin Is My Sin on Blog Talk Radio. Definitely appreciate everybody that called up, everybody that tuned in. From goons to gods, we welcome everyone. We only have one rule, and that's be respectful. So when you see a post, share the post. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh, and don't forget to check out the new hoodies that's on the website, myskinismysin.com. Check out the groups, All Black Everything and My Skin Is My Sin. Please show the fan page a little love. Appreciate it. Gonna bring Zal back in, and then we got a couple more callers. And for those of you that are listening, we are going to go over time a little bit. If you are listening currently, if you hang up, you won't be able to call back in. Not me, it's Blog Talk. All right, Zal, you still there?
Yeah. As I was saying, man, there's no outrage across America right now. As much as we talking about how who controls the media. But when Freddie Gray happened, damn near we all know about it. You know what I'm saying? People fail to realize how powerful social media is. All I gotta do is upload a picture, share it, and then boom, it's across from here to Asia in seconds. The whole story, what happened, a video, boom, upload it, share it. What happened? Boom, it's right there. You know what I'm saying? This whole Black Lives Matter thing, and it really needs to matter to black people. It really needs to matter to black people instead of, because what I find is that Black Lives Matter, it only matters on a social injustice level. When black lives should matter on an economic level, on a political level, on a health level.
So basically,
listen. Let me finish talking. Because people say, we're dying out here. We dying out here by the hands of police officers. We also dying out here by the type of food we eating. What type of food that's within our community we dying of. So Black Lives Matter has to be expanded. Like I said, it has to be expanded on a political, educational level and an economic level for this Black Lives have to matter. Because let me say something. Because in order for that phrase to actually matter, think about it. If Black Lives Matter, right, and that phrase is supposed to mirror my conditions. My living conditions, which we live in, which is the slums, a rundown neighborhood. How does my life matter? It has to be expanded fully.
Let me ask you this, Al. Let me ask you this. Now, I agree with you that we do need to expand as far as taking care of ourselves and taking care of one another. But like the Black Lives Matter movement just started. Like how fast do you think it's supposed to expand?
No, I know it just started. But Black Lives Matter the movement been there for centuries. It's now becoming well known.
Well, I did not know that Black Lives Matter, the movement, has been here.
Black Lives Matter been matter to people. Black people, that shit been matter. It been matter.
I'm just listening, but hold on. Let me explain this. The reason why, whoa, time out. The reason why Black Lives Matter was started was about police brutality. Now, you're taking the title of what they stand for, and you want it to be something that you want it to be.
No, everybody. Everybody stands for.
Exactly.
Because clearly, right. People always talking about, we dying here because of the type of food we eating. Black lives. Our education system sucks. We need group economics.
You're not listening to me. You're not listening to me.
People always talking about group economics.
You're not listening to me. 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 So I'm going to keep saying the same thing. The reason why Black Lives Matter was strictly...
It was started of a social injustice.
No, it was about police brutality. So why would you want...
On social injustice.
So why would you want them to make a movement about what you wanted to do?
No, it has to be... No. It has to matter all across the board.
That's like me saying... It has to matter all around. No, it doesn't. See, now you're dictating what they're supposed to do. You're dictating what they're supposed to do, and you've never done nothing in your life.
It has to matter.
You've never done nothing in your life. You want to dictate what these people are doing. You've never done nothing. You've never done nothing in your life, but you want to dictate.
It has to matter all around. That's how it has to matter all around.
You've never done nothing in your life, but you want to dictate everything. This is what's wrong with black people right here.
Hold on, AJ. Zal, he does make a great point. Like Black Lives Matter is not exclusive to just black people, as far as the only thing we can have. You are free to start up your movement that you would like it the way you like it. I mean,
if you basically want to make it want it to be.
The Monday morning.
That's what you're basically saying. Well, why they ain't worried about black quarterbacks? Why they ain't worried about black people that work at Walmart? Like, get the fuck out of here. Where's your movement?
Listen.
What the fuck have you done?
Hey, Jay. Hey, Zal.
Yeah, you hear me?
I got two more callers, man. Our show technically is over. I want to get these other two callers before we wrap it up. Yeah.
Hello? Yeah, like I said, man,
Black
Lives Matter has to matter black people. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers out here slinging drugs, you know what I mean, fucking the community, fucking the damn community. You know what I mean? I don't see nobody out here. Out here, ain't no cool train. Ain't no cool train, nothing. That's a part of motherfuckers, you know what I mean? As soon as you address them, it's he a coon, he a sour, he this and the third. No, we have issues on our hands. Yeah, motherfuckers want to talk about coon this and coon that. No, this is an issue on our hands.
What have you done?
Community.
What have you done?
Issue within the community. Yeah, motherfuckers want to talk about coon this and coon that. That's what they want to talk about. Everybody's a coon.
You lift a lot of weight in your bed right now.
As soon as you address somebody with some issues, they're cool. Because the motherfuckers can't take the truth. They can't take this fucking truth. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers killing black people with killing black people. It's that simple.
We've been talking about that though,
No. It's that simple. Yeah, motherfuckers don't want to address that. A 9-year-old boy got shot multiple times. A 3-year-old boy got shot.
And you ain't gonna do nothing about it.
Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. I don't see no outrage. I don't see not one bit of outrage nowhere. No.
Zal, I hate to have to mute you again, bro, but I for one am wholeheartedly outraged about it. I'm one person. I agree with you that there should definitely be nationwide outrage amongst black people about a 9-year-old being murdered. I agree with you 1,000% on that one. But to you can't. We don't control anything. The three guys on this radio, outside of the moves we make, the lives that we lead. There definitely nobody on this show is not outraged about a 9-year-old losing their life. I get what you're saying, though, as far as the communities need to be outraged. And I do think that it's wrong, personally, if somebody says, you know what, we have some problems internally we need to fix, they should not be automatically, oh, you a coon. Because if you call every person that wants to fix the problems with black folks a coon, then how will they ever get fixed?
Man.
Like, how is that fair?
I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. As much as I fuck with Zell a lot. You feel what I'm saying? But he lifted too many weights today. You feel what I'm saying? He just went on the coon rant. Why we ain't outraged? Yes, we are outraged. Just because a white person is no. Listen to me. Just because a white person isn't telling you to be mad. Just because
social media over her buying a car than the kid being killed.
And who told you that? White media?
You did. You just agreed with me.
No, I didn't, because I never posted anything about her buying the car. I actually agree with her buying the car. I don't even pay attention to that nonsense. White media has to basically we are still babies. Y'all are still. Prove me wrong.
I literally said.
Prove me wrong.
10 minutes ago, I literally said on social media, I've seen more outrage over her buying a car than her child being murdered, and you said, I gotta agree with you on that one.
I agree with that, but where did they get this knowledge from? Are you going to answer that question?
Which particular?
You answer my question with a question. See, there you go again, answering my question with a question. You feel what I'm saying? Of course, why would they even find these things out unless white media put it out there? Come on, dog. You smart. Yes, I'm dead serious.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
Is it true or not? Is it true though?
It's called World Star.
And the whole thing
is tweets. It's called Facebook. I find out a lot of news before I even watch it on the TV. On Twitter.
Okay, they buried that young man on Tuesday, right? But nobody's talking about that. Only thing that we're going to talk about is her basically buying the car. How did you find that out? You found that out basically on a white media basically platform.
Okay, yeah, you're right, because social media is a white media platform, but it was black folks posting it.
I agree with you on that as well. But the thing is, let's talk about the things that we are more focused on. Dead ass, I'm focused on the point. I'm looking right there at the point. You dig me? So, like, people do care. We do care. So I'm not going to say, well, oh, what about black on black crime? Oh, what about this? Why ain't black people this outraged about this? And then when you put these things in my face and you don't read, not talking about you, but or anybody that's on this line that's calling up, but when you don't read, only thing that you're basically going to accept is something that you see on television. I haven't watched television in 4 years, besides basically doing the analyzation of Empire, pretty much, which I'm going to get a little bit more in depth into. In All Black Everything, shout out to All Black Everything, which is the Facebook page, ABE. You can find it. My name is AJ Gregg. Google that name, and yeah, we can get it popping.
The level of outrage in our community.
Why should we dictate our level of outrage dictated by what white people tell us want us to do?
What white person are you talking to? Is there a white person on the phone? No.
Oh my God.
So if you're okay with people not being outraged over a 9-year-old being murdered because apparently white people told us to be outraged.
You know what's so funny?
That makes no sense, bro.
No. Now, you know what's so funny? Was last year around this time a 9-year-old was killed as well over gang-related ties, but nobody cared about it because it wasn't pushed into the media. Did you know that? In Chicago. Did you know that?
No, and do you know how I found out about the 9-year-old in Chicago? I found out about it on Twitter from black people.
Because black people basically regurgitated what they was hearing from white media.
You do realize that people in Chicago actually have Twitter accounts.
Oh my goodness. All right, whatever. Let's get to caller, man.
First off, I think it really is. I'm trying to think of the accurate terminology. You're putting black folks down like we stupid. Like everything that we think has to be told to us. I'm not stupid. I'm able to formulate my own opinions, my own thoughts. I'm able to read and digest information and put that information back out if I so choose to, or give you a synopsis of that information. I'm able to make my own choices and decisions to a certain extent. You know, there's some things that, it's controlled. You know, I don't have a choice about certain things.
Okay.
Feel about a particular situation.
Whoa. Time out.
Or with somebody else.
Now, okay, you know what? Let's be mad about this. You want to talk about everything that we supposed to be mad about? We're supposed to be outraged. Do you know that a 13-year-old kid got shot on the block that I used to live on? No, because white media didn't put it in front of you. Right there on.
No, you know what? No, because you didn't tell us.
Why do I have to tell you? My voice is as strong as white media. Correct?
If you had told me, then that would have been one more brother that knew.
So where's the outrage? Where's the leaders? Where are the leaders? This shit fucking happened not too long ago.
Okay, I'm just not hearing about it like 12 seconds ago. I never heard of it.
Exactly. So I'm not taking away how you're supposed. See, the thing is, I'm not taking away how you're supposed to feel about it, but I'm telling you basically that you are dictating your anger on what people that don't like you tell you.
That is the dumbest shit I think I've ever heard, man. That is dumb.
And I think that you wear the longest boots ever. I really think that you wear the longest boots ever. You feel what I'm saying? It's really the same thing.
I'm really trying to wonder.
You really went in the downtown locker room and tried on the boxes. You went in the downtown locker room and said, you know what? I don't even like those boots.
Because factually, you're not making any sense. At all.
How?
You can't.
Why aren't you outraged by some? Why aren't you outraged by a 13-year-old child being shot on my block?
You do every time.
Why aren't you outraged by that?
You can't make a point. You want to argue and yell over people and interrupt them, or you want to crack jokes.
Why aren't you outraged by a 13-year-old child being shot? She's black.
When did I find out about it, AJ?
It doesn't, because white media didn't tell your ass.
No, because your lazy ass didn't notify anybody. You should be telling everybody what's going on in your city.
No, I bet, because I make moves. I make moves.
You waiting on the white
circle.
media to tell the rest of the people when you could.
No, I'm waiting on the white media for you to not basically be lazy and fucking read. When the last time you read?
Read what?
So I need to tell you what.
What would I have read that would have told me about what's going on in Baltimore?
Next caller.
No, bro. You're not gonna do me like that.
No, you're not going to do me like that.
What would I have read that would have told me about that story? When you, who talk to me all the time and interact with me all the time, neglected to mention that. You should be the Pied Piper for the fucked up shit that's going on in your city, so we'll all know. So we can be outraged just like you are.
I actually did say something about this, but it was overlooked. I actually did. I really did. No bullshit, because it was a female that got shot at the top of my block, and there was another female that got shot at a bus stop. And it's somebody that's listening currently right now, which her name is Clara Jones, that can basically co-sign what I'm saying. But the reason why it got overlooked is because people in the dominant society are not basically putting that at the forefront. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Where
I don't want to argue with you. Oh, so I'm just supposed to just jump in front of the news camera and be like, oh, shit, you know this girl got shot. You know Tiffany got shot. So the only place so basically the only places I can say it on is on my Facebook account. The only places I can say it on is in my group. Who's these things going to hit harder? People that follow me or people that watch the news?
It was a simple question that you just turned it into a long ass speech. You could have simply just said, I put it in my Facebook page. I didn't see that. I can't see everything. So I was unaware. You know, and no 13-year-old should be murdered, period. No 10-year-old, no 9-year-old, no 8-year-old, no 3-year-old.
But you know, I do want to get on this topic.
So my level of outrage is not going to change because he's 13 and in your city. Yeah, I'm equally as outraged as somebody 13-year-old lost their life as I am about the 9-year-old.
No, actually, she didn't pass away. Actually, she didn't pass away, but because of her affiliates, she got shot point blank range, basically like 4 to 5 times in the chest. 13 years old. Man. She was just out. So I'm put it like this: we're all basically going on the same page as far as uplifting. I don't want to argue with you. I'm not here to argue with you.
It's not me arguing, man. No, it's not me arguing at all, bro. It's the way it's when somebody disagrees with you, the passion comes out and it's uncontrollable. People gonna disagree with us all.
Okay, can you get Clara on the line?
I don't know what Clara's last 4 digits are.
I'm about to find out right now.
But I got 2 callers, and then we gonna did I get to 7444? I'm not sure. So we'll get to 7444, and then we got 6509, then we're gonna wrap it up. What's good, fam? Hello? 7444? All righty. We'll get to 6509 there right quick. 6509, what's good, fam?
Yeah, good evening, brothers. How y'all doing?
All right, and yourself?
I really like the fact that y'all kicking it around. You know, whatever the result is or how it sound and all that kind of stuff, I want to be sure to say that. But I really like the fact that y'all are kicking it around. You know what I mean? The ball is moving. Yeah, man. I think that's beautiful. The thing I just wanted to mention is I had heard somebody say about the police protect and serve. That's not a sentence. What are they protecting and serving? They're not, obviously they're not protecting and serving the people. So
they are.
Then they're not. They are not, you're saying?
No. Yeah,
I know that.
And then that's what I was saying. I was saying that they are quote unquote, and I said quote unquote, they are supposed to protect and serve, but they aren't.
What? They do protect and serve something.
Yeah, if you have to look at
that's true.
You have to look at,
but they're protecting and serving something. But it ain't us.
But you you have to look at the reason why the police was even invented. The police at one point in time was called slave patrol. They're basically protecting property.
There you go.
You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm a little young dude that know a little thing about everything. But yeah, yes, that's what they're basically protecting. So they don't really care about the civilians as far as what we're doing. Just so happen that they patrol us. So they have these certain rights to do what they can do, and that's why they are not basically, how can I put it? I won't say crucified, but I won't say they're not basically admitted into jail cells because that's what they signed up for.
The brothers put out a movie a back while called The Deacons of Defense. You heard of the Deacons of Defense?
Never heard of that.
I never heard of that one.
That lazy eye guy was in it. I can't think of his name right. Whitaker? Whitaker?
Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
He was in the movie. I'm just saying.
Part of the lazy eye guy.
I'm trying to bring it so y'all recognize what I'm saying. But the thing I'm saying is, the deal is, because the deal is still the same deal. Oh, someone's talking? I'm sorry. Okay, the deal is,
I don't think so.
The Deacons of Defense realized that they weren't there to protect and serve us. So we had to protect and serve ourselves. And I'm saying that's pretty much where we still are. We have to protect and serve ourselves because we realize everybody said right away, no, they are not protecting and serving us. That is so. And we could sit around and march and shit and say they're supposed to, but like AJ just said, that ain't even how they started up their game. Their game is still the same game. Their game hasn't changed. And I'm kind of saying ours shouldn't either. We should protect and serve ourselves. I see the Black Panthers are walking around with shotguns and stuff now.
Yeah.
Because they're
into that same mode. And you know what they did? When the Black Panthers basically got their function going on in the 70s, they changed the Third Amendment as far as the right to carry arms. They changed a whole amendment because they already knew what we were doing. Come on, bro. Yeah, I got an amendment wrong, but you get what I'm saying.
And they busted in and shot almost all of them.
Yes.
Especially up this way in the east. It
kind of goes back to what Zal was saying.
You're talking about Fred Hampton. You feel what I'm saying? That's one person that.
No, that wasn't just one person. They shot a bunch of brothers in that room.
Yeah. I mean, they did. But I do
kind of goes back to what Zal was saying, though, bro. He's saying basically.
No, Zal was cooling.
No, he was not, man. He's saying that we need to take care of our own and be concerned with what's going on in our own community.
So what has he done?
A lot of times,
what has he done? Can you really compare what I've done and what he's done?
We don't even know the man.
It sounds good when you talk about it.
We don't even know this man. We don't know that guy and what he's done and what he hasn't done.
No, I know Zal. You feel what I'm saying? I know Zal.
You do know him?
Yeah.
Well, then y'all handle that, you and him, but we don't know what the hell y'all did. I don't know what you did and I don't know what he did. It don't matter, man. The matter is to stay on point.
Right.
See, the whole thing is.
At what point do we get over saying that and saying what and start saying what can we do?
I love that, man.
Well, I see. Okay, I'm glad that you brought that point up because I've been
all you want to do is you're so quick to call everybody a coon for having an opinion that ain't yours.
Because honestly, we have to look at one thing from one angle. Because
we don't have to do anything. You just think we have to.
We have to do fucking something. You're doing something right now, right? You're basically questioning my ideology, so you're doing something.
That's what the brother said on that you wanted to chase off. We have to look at one thing from one angle, and you said he was pooning. Now, are you pooning?
Yeah, he was coming from a cool angle. He was coming from a cool
angle.
Now,
hold on. Yeah, I wish I had a replay on that one.
Yeah, please replay it. Now, like, okay, you feel me? Let's compare what I do compared to what anybody that talk about these things do.
Why?
Because we want to get versus.
You don't even know that.
What do you mean, why?
It,
because, I mean, see, the whole thing is, the whole thing is, I don't even like questioning my own brothers because I feel as though that we all play an important part. But since somebody wants to question me on my ideology of things, I do have picture proof of what I've done.
Who questioned you on your ideology except calling a man coon at the drop of a dime?
You just don't like the word coon. You just don't like the word coon.
I'm sorry. Has that ever helped anyone calling somebody a coon? Except the person.
I don't want to say. See. The difference between me and you is I don't want to save every black person. Do you know what COINTELPRO is? We've been infiltrated at one point in time. We built movies by black people that look exactly like us to basically build and fuck up our structure. So why would I want to save every black person that don't even want to be down?
Really, anybody. Everybody that disagrees with you is a coon.
1, 0, 6, 9. Can I take your call?
Did you
call every person that disagrees with you
simply hang
a
up
coon?
Or press pound for further options.
Did you hear the brother that you guys watched the spook who sat behind the door, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I definitely know about that. Yeah.
You actually watched the movie.
Yes,
and
sir.
people were calling him a coon, and the whole time he was plotting and planning and working on with his people to do things. And the thing I'm saying is, a lot of times people are moving things. No?
The thing I don't want to cut you off, but I do like this. I see being thrown around so much, and nobody reads Uncle Tom's book. You think what I'm saying?
Uncle Tom's Cabin?
Yes, Uncle Tom's Cabin. Uncle Tom was
I read
the coon.
I read it.
Sambo was the coon. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you really have to think deep into these things.
He wasn't
no,
what?
you don't, bro. Do you what?
I read Uncle Tom's Cabin. What is he talking about?
Constantly call people coons.
Well, no, I'm not.
What does it help?
Well, hold on. Let me ask this brother this question. Debunk everything that I say. You want to debunk everything I say. Was Uncle Tom a coon?
I would say no.
Thank you. Yeah, Jobs. Yeah. Did you read the book? No.
Nope.
I read it.
Sambo was the coon. That's why I don't call people Uncle Toms. But we run around with this whole type of ideology and basically say these words and we don't even know what the fuck they mean.
Sambo was the black god.
You're the only one calling people coons.
Because people are coons. Because people are coons.
All day. How has that ever helped anyone?
I don't want to help everybody. I don't want to help everybody.
Because you call everybody a coon.
I want to help people
that agree with you.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I don't agree with you all the time, but I will help you. No, that's not true. I don't agree.
You call me a coon.
Because you was cooning at one point in time, yes.
No, I was not. I was disagreeing with the grandmaster AJ, the master teacher. And you call me a coon like you call everybody else that disagree with you a coon.
Yeah. And?
That makes no sense. And that's so self-absorbed.
That's deep.
Like you got some patent on blackness and how people should act and how people should think and how people should talk. Like you are the alpha and the omega of the brothers.
That's deep.
Not deserved for the love. I never thought about it like that.
All black
all black everything. Yeah. ABE. Shout out to all black everything. Follow me, bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, that was real.
Well, like I say, I love you brothers kicking it around, man. So, not to become real personal about it. So I'm not in it to be personal about it, but, at least y'all kicking it around, even if you do go off on tangents and whatever, man. Because a lot of people not kicking it around, and the code he was talking about earlier. I used to take people through houses. This is a personal experience type of thing. I took people through houses to show them houses. I was selling real estate, and I went to Chinese people's house, and they didn't have the TV on. They had 4 or 5 generations in one room putting shit together. The little babies and 3-year-olds were putting stuff together and handing it to the 7 and 12-year-olds, and they look at it, put something on it, and they hand it to the 30-year-old, put something on it, and hand it to the 60-year-old, and she look at it and say, okay, this is cool, put it in the box. They want to ship that shit out to somewhere. When I went to the so-called black people house, they were watching TV.
So would you
say
that's a code or a culture?
I'm saying that I agree it's a culture, and I'm saying that our culture need to be, we need to have one. I don't even think it's a culture to just be sitting around watching TV. That's when you get into the stuff AJ is saying. Everybody's just sitting there being mesmerized by the television and stuff. And I'm saying
nobody listens to AJ though.
No, I'm saying, hey man, don't go. I ain't trying to be personal, man. You call me a coon. I don't care. I ain't into that personal.
I never called you a coon, my brother.
Tuesday you called me a coon, man. Tuesday you called me.
Well, you might have been cooning. You might have been cooning on Tuesday. You feel me?
I wasn't cooning on Tuesday. I never coon. It ain't part of my constitution. But I'm just trying to say that regardless of being personal, every now and then y'all kick it around, the real ball around. And then y'all might kick each other's feet while you're kicking at the ball, but you are moving the ball, and that's what's important.
Okay.
And just because we kick his foot or kick his feet, that's cool. Let's move forward and get to the ball.
I do want to say this, though. I'm glad that you called up for one. For two, you feel what I'm saying? We can squash things as far as grown-ass men. You dig what I'm saying? And if I did call you a cold, I can apologize for that. I don't say sorry because that's what my father taught me. Don't say you're sorry because you're not sorry.
Please don't.
Apologize.
At all.
You made a wrong decision, and I see this thing, and I said it online about talking to jobs. Yes, we have a disagreement, but you feel what I'm saying? We have a disagreement, but like certain things in me and how I was raised was to basically be kind of volatile, but that doesn't mean that I want to hurt nobody. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I have to understand my shortcomings. That's why I can openly basically put my hand out there, my right hand, and shake yours and agree with you. I can learn from you, which I did. I learned from everybody that calls up on this show. I learned from everybody.
We should all learn. I'm learning shit. That's why I listen to y'all kick it, man. I'm learning.
And the whole thing is I'm just a little bit more outspoken than I should be, but
yeah,
that's why I'm here.
Like the call it does not. I mean, I don't care what you say, man. Like from your definition, man, you would leave like 90% of black folks right where they at and move to Africa with your top 10% of people.
No, I wouldn't, man. No, man.
Yeah, you would.
I would.
You know,
I would like
really want to get down to it. That's like cooning.
I would like to say, listen, I'm not abdicating. I'm not running from no fight, and I'm willing to take this on, whatever it is. I don't feel like the powers that be are not white people to me. The powers that be is something bigger than that. The white people just doing their thing, we ought to do ours. That's all I say about the whole thing. The Chinese are doing theirs. Everybody's doing theirs, but we need to do ours.
Okay, I do want to touch on this topic, but I do want to get Clara on the line right now, if she can, because I know you want to end the show, but I do want to say this. People think that I attack their whole type of mindset or how they feel because they don't agree with me. That is totally not true.
That is
you feel what I'm saying?
It is. It's true.
I'm just really strong about how I feel, but I can still understand what you're saying, but I feel as though that people don't understand what I'm saying.
No, I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. You don't make an effort. When somebody you have in your mind decided that they are a coon,
or which happens as soon as they disagree with you. You stop listening to them and you start talking over them.
I disagree, but I'm listening. Excuse me. I'm listening. You feel me? Because I don't feel as though that I carry it that way, but it can be accepted that way. So yeah,
you got to go back and listen to the tapes, bro.
Oh, I would do no research. Everything that I'm talking about is all first verse, all first verse, all first verse. You feel what
Sometimes
I'm saying?
you got to go back and listen to the old shows, and you'll hear what I'm saying.
I do.
Like me, like a lot of times you think I let people go too far, and I let people go as far as needed because I want to listen and I want to understand not just what they're saying, but where they're coming from. Everybody's got a different perspective due to their own experiences.
Correct.
You know, like there was one particular person who was like, yeah, cool. Then when you kind of listen to his perspective on why he thought the way he did, and he has changed since, to his credit also, but I understood why he had the opinions he had because of what he had been through. And that is the first step in changing anybody, is listening to them. And not just hearing what they're saying, even if they're disagreeing philosophically with you completely. How did they get to that philosophy? A black person that grows up in Beverly Hills is not going to be the same philosophically as somebody that grew up on the block. But they can get to that same philosophy. They have to be listened to, and listened to not to catch them up or anything like that, but listen to understand them. Once they feel that someone is listening to them, they're more apt to listen to you.
The brother said in that. Can you hear me? The brother said in that movie, The Spook Was Sat Behind the Door. One of the guys was saying, I hate white people and this and that. And he said, man, wait a minute, get the fuck out of here. He said, why? He said, because this ain't about I hate white people. It's about I love my people. The whole thing has to be from the love of our people. That's where the commonness of everything is coming from. It is coming from there, but sometimes it don't sound like it.
Can I say this? Can I tell you this, though, brother? You feel what I'm saying? You know that Harriet Tubman shot her own husband because she was against the movement. You feel what I'm saying? And when you told me earlier that I called you a cold on Tuesday, that doesn't mean that's how I feel on Thursday. You feel what I'm saying?
You called me a damn cool today.
That's why I ain't shoot you, man.
We might disagree with things, but you know where my heart is for real. I love y'all.
No, bro. When you call somebody a coon, I don't fuck your heart. Nobody want to hear that shit.
That's true.
I mean, whoa, time out. I mean, unless you, whoa, let's hold on. Let's talk about this shit right now for real. Did this shit really affect your ass?
Yeah,
I never called you a bitch.
I don't like that shit.
I never called you a hoe ass nigga. I never called you out of your character. But when I said that you was cooning at one point in time, you really took it to heart. Why? Why was you cooning at that point in time?
Hey.
That country next to Ghana is niggeria. I mean, unless you speak French. If you speak French, it's Nigeria. But if you speak English, it's niggeria.
I mean, if you want to talk about French, we can talk about the word nigga.
That's nigger.
You feel?
That's nigger.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's
why
the word nigger.
That's why I don't use that word.
Because you're why? Because you don't like the country or what? I mean, why?
No, I don't use that word because it's not described as far as though how I feel about my people. I would call you a king before I call you a nigga.
You just called me a nigga.
I don't mind being called a nigga because I'm from Niggeria. And,
I would
you
never
know,
call you. I would never
people
describe it. But see, hold on, time out, brother. Let's go back to jobs. You're trying to dictate everything that I do right now. You say, oh,
okay.
You just said the word nigga. You know that slipped out because I've been indoctrinated to basically use this word to dictate how I feel about my people. But when I try to stop it, you cannot compare 5 years to me using 3 years to not use one word that basically I was born with. You can't.
I mean, well, first off, how you say I'm trying to control everything, this is absolutely not even close. Secondly,
no, I didn't say this
nigga or not. I really
I'm not
don't.
saying,
but don't say
that
you don't use it when you literally just said it 30 seconds ago.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
See, the thing is,
that's not bothering me at all. You know how when I go back home, that's how I talk. Period. I don't lie to people about that. It ain't. I don't make no bones about it. I don't really care what people think about it. You know. But I don't want to be called no damn coon.
There you go.
To use that as a proving point to use it against me. I slipped up. Yeah, I called this man the N-word. You feel what I'm saying? But
I'm
not
a nigga.
perfect.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
You can't define somebody else, bro.
I'm a nigga from Niggeria, man.
I can define them in my eyes. In my eyes. If he feels as though he want to say how he feel, you feel what I'm saying? If he want to say that's how he feel about himself, that's cool. But I wouldn't call him that.
Right.
He's a king.
See, the way you said that was totally different. Totally, I get that. You're right. You absolutely 1,000% right the way you said that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I love.
Like your ass,
man.
Somebody insinuated that you did some coolest shit and you was tight about that for a month.
Yeah, I was. You feel? I was.
Right.
You feel me? I was.
I know.
Yeah. I was. I ain't gonna lie. That kind of hurt on the low. Like I brought it up like 2 weeks later. You feel me? Like whoa. Like. I mean,
right. Don't say nothing about me getting tight about you calling me a damn coon. Of course I am.
Well, you know what? I agree with you. But in the context, I was saying it in, I didn't call you like your whole persona. It's a coon. I just thought you had.
I don't try to rationalize it. Don't try to justify it. It was just wrong, bro. Just move on. You didn't want to tell my apology. You did.
Hey, man, y'all keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep kicking the ball. We'll get it to the goal.
Man. Salute you for calling up, too, man.
Bless.
Hey, man, AJ, I did pick up that 7444, and they didn't say anything. So I did pick up the call. Actually, I want to say I did it twice, and it was music. But salute to you, King, man. Definitely appreciate you calling up.
Hey, salute to all three of y'all, man. Even the brother that fell off. Salute to y'all. Especially AJ, salute to you, man. Salute to you too, man. All of y'all, man.
No doubt,
beautiful.
Man. Appreciate it.
All right, man.
You have a good one, man.
You too. Thanks a lot.
All right, no doubt. Hello, AJ, you there? All right, I guess AJ his. Oh, well, I don't know where AJ went. But I'm gonna wrap the show up, man. We went almost an hour over. Definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in. Y'all know how we do. Sometimes we get a little heated, but it's all love. You know, we keep it 100. And appreciate the callers. We love y'all. You know, and we here Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time.
Number is 347-855-8692. Don't forget to check out the fan page. Definitely show that some love. My Skin is My Sin. Please check out the website, myskinismysin.com, and check out the group, myskinismysin.com, as well as the group All Black Everything. All right, salute to everybody. Peace, and y'all have a good evening.